Tonight's program is going to be a teaching moment. As we wrap up the year 2024, I think it does us all a huge favor if we go ahead and take a look backwards here. And let's go ahead and start with somebody in particular here. Here's the way it started. 1. Kim Kardashian, as you all remember here, going on 4 years ago almost to the day. How it started was back then, around Christmas time and winter time, Kanye West had bought the woman not one, not two, not three, but 4 Maybach GLS 600s. Damn! Boy, it was good to be the queen back then, wasn't it? That's the way it started. Here's the way it's going right now. What? Kim Kardashian, this is literally a story now, folks. Literally a story. Kim Kardashian was gifted a scooter. And it wasn't gifted to her by a man. It was gifted to her by sister Chloe. What? Yeah, boy. Here's how it was going. And here's how it is going. We do ourselves a service if we come back and check on folks in a few years. You have to be patient. You gotta let these things simmer. You gotta let them marinate. You can't sit up here and get caught up in the moment and tell yourselves that everything's like a sitcom and it's all gonna be resolved within 30 minutes. That's not the way life works. No, they can hang in there for a minute. But if you check on back to see how the progress goes, then you start seeing how things change. And I'm like, I don't give a damn how you cut it. Did you ever think you'd see the day that Kim Kardashian makes the news for a gift? And this is literally from TMZ. Literally what they were saying. But then again, you should have known it was coming to that. Because TMZ and other outlets, remember when she divorced Kanye, she was running around with Pete Davidson, or should I say Pete Davidson was running around with her because he was driving her Rolls Royce. Auntie, chill! And you'll all remember what I said then. Gotta come back and substantiate these things because there is so much bad information. Idiots and clowns. Anybody can start up a YouTube channel and say any sort of nonsense. They won't tell you to come back and check on the things that they said. Now that they won't do. Well, I will. Because here at the Definitive School of Power Dynamics, it's not practical if you can't show us where it's actually happening. It's not practical. I'm showing you where what I said actually happened. I told you Pete Davidson was the long step down, and after that, flatline. Done. Ain't nobody rolling up to come take care of Kanye's 4-5 kids. It ain't happening. Now, I'm being merciful tonight. I'm being merciful because the other thing was that Kim had posted a video with her and Northwest basically, having a jing-along dance-off and whatnot. And I'm like, okay, boy, she used to get something for the holidays. She used to be seen during the holidays for doing something. I'm like, Kim, you used to be somebody. What happened to you, girl? You used to be someone. We know exactly what happened now, don't we? You rolled the dice. You rolled the dice, and we all saw how it came down. We're going to do a recap here tonight because we're going to check on a bunch of folk. We're going to come back around and do the rounds. It's the holiday season. We're going to come back and check on a few of our friends. Jason, a few? Oh, yeah. Here's a picture that was posted by Lala Anthony. Damn. Oh, yes, we going to go there. Oh, yes, I am going there. Lala Anthony posted this picture. And as you can see from left to right, Cardi B, Tiana Taylor, Kim Kardashian, Ciara, Lala. And at one point, every female on this screen was married. At one point, ALL, there was a 100% marriage rate. Now, marriage don't matter if the fella you're married to is a damn joke.
Nigga, please.
Marriage doesn't matter if the fella that you're married to is a joke and people are laughing about him, making jokes about him and saying, well, yeah, that's the best you could do. If there's competition for him, all 5 of these women, at one point, it used to be an all-star lineup of women who had men that other women were actively competing for, actually still are. At least that's what it was. That's no longer what it is. Right now, there are only 2, as I understand it, only 2 legally married women on this screen, and one of them is headed for divorce. Cardi B and Ciara are the only 2 still married, and Cardi B is heading for divorce. She's already filed. So think about that for a few moments. At one point, you had a 100% marriage rate on this screen, and in a few months, you're only 20% of what's on this screen will be married. 80% divorced. That's a hell of a statistic. 80% divorce. Over 40. Even for the ones who ain't, they're on their way. Oh, man. And the trip how the world keep turning. I'd like to tell you that it's getting better over there, but that would be a lie. That would just be untrue. And I'm not in the business of doing that, so I hate to kick them while they're down. I really, really do. Hate to kick them while they're down. Before I get back to this right quick, I got to make the rounds real quick. Because there's somebody else here. Where are you, young lady? Want to make sure we got you teed up. Oh, yeah. There you are. Young Miami, who's not so young anymore. Young Miami has posted up that she wants to start a family. What? She posted up that she wants to start a family, but her fans have reminded her, heifer, you already got one. You already got one. Y'all, could you imagine if you came home when you were 12, 13 years old, you got 3 siblings, and you hear your mother say, I'm ready to start a family. Got the 2 or 3 of y'all standing there already. And she says, you know what? I'm ready to start a family. She's already got 2 kids by 2 different men. Damn! Already got 2 kids by 2 different men. Has already been on the freak off train with Diddy. I mean, the court documents done said everything. It's been as bad as you could imagine. Oh, but it's like Hustler Video and Penthouse and Elegant Angel and all of them rolled up in West Coast Video, all of them rolled up into one. She done did it all. Now that it looks like Diddy might be pulling some, Diddy is not going to be giving out no gifts in the near future. Diddy will not be dating any females in the near future. Then again, he might be pretty happy where he's at right now. Pause.
Nigga, please.
But Diddy is not going to be dating any women in the near future. So Young Miami is obviously giving up on that one and saying, hey, who's the next train leaving? Young Miami is officially looking for the next train leaving, y'all. Oh boy, I guess she figured if it could work for Brittany Renner, maybe it could work for me. Oh, it ain't work for Brittany Renner either. So she's saying, damn, let me get my ticket to ride. Oh man. See, folks, this is why we have to do a review and come back around and check the documents and see how folks is doing. I mean, when this is a far cry from the way she was talking and looking at the Met Gala now, isn't it? Oh, she's fallen a long way from the Met Gala. Looks totally different now. Talking totally different now. Got 2 kids by 2 different men, but she's saying she ready for the fella who wants to step up. Be number 3. Yes, sir. She looking to make that Nicole Murphy deal while she still got a few eggs left to crack. I'm not clowning them. What I'm just saying is that, by the way, this is mathematics. It's mathematics. There are other things that you could look at here. As a matter of fact, there are other things that you could look at. I want to do a brief review here because there are other things that you could look at, and if you do, you start seeing frightening similarities, in my opinion. Let's go ahead and take a look over folks' Instagrams here because there's a whole lot you can learn from a dummy and social media. This is Kim Kardashian's Instagram on your screen right here. I mean, she is doing everything. The plastic surgeons are in overtime. They're doing everything they can. The Photoshop people are doing all the work. I mean, they can't take a holiday off. The Photoshop people and the plastic surgeons are not allowed to take the day off. A blank background makes it easier to nip and tuck these waists here and erase the cellulite lines and whatnot. So Kim is doing it all. But I couldn't help but notice something. Now, here's another thing. Let me go ahead and say this right quick. Kim is celebrating starting a Skims store in New York. So she's opened a Skims store. So all the other chicks out there who need help sucking in them, all them stretch marks and things from all them babies they have, Kim says Skims is ready for you in New York City. And that's really what a lot of this came from. So Ciara has also gave her a shout out for that. Yeah, there they go. So Ciara gave her a shout out for this. So, and good for her. She got a little store going on and whatnot. I don't wish bad on anybody. Good for her, but there was something in particular I couldn't help but notice. Something in particular that kind of just sticks out to you. And after I say this, now before I say it, everybody might be thinking about it. Then again, they might not think about it very much. But after I say this, they'll all be sitting up here thinking the same thing and asking the same thing about people. Kim Kardashian is now 44 years old.
Auntie, chill.
44. Kim Kardashian is getting all of her friends together so that they can discuss her venture of opening a store in New York City so she can sell Skims. That's a big investment. She's had to get together some investors and get together some other folk here. She's had to get together a lot of support. We all know how doing retail goes. Think about this for a few moments, though, because this is mathematics. What she's letting you know is that she has now officially given up on the idea or any hope or prospects that there will be another Kanye West to float her life and float her lifestyle. Now, she is going to be responsible for making this pop off from here to the grave. Kanye going to be straight. Kim, by going in this deep at 44 years old, she's letting you know this is the telltale sign. Hey, I got to get it myself. There won't be another Kanye. Nobody's going to be coming up to offer me an 8-figure lifestyle. It's going to be all up to me. She's carrying a school bus full of kids. Baby, it's going to be on you. Take a look at how it worked with Pete Davidson, who's another man who's going to be who is lined up to come take care of 4-5 kids. Who's lined up to do that? With a 44-year-old. So you can't have any kids with her. All you can do is help finish Kanye West's meal. Pause.
Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order?
That's all you can do. Now that we come back, y'all, and come do a checkup, we're coming back to do a check-in to see how things are going with folks. And 44 years old, and it's like, okay, the plastic surgeons are still duct taping her together, but And the Photoshop people can help her with a singular picture, but other than that, prospects are drying up out there. Prospects are drying up out there. It's become a cold, lonely winter. Holiday season is here, but it's become a cold and lonely winter. It's cold and ugly and lonely out there, and she's not the only one. I want you all to notice something here. This is Kim Kardashian's page. You take a look here, this middle-aged chick, she's trying to throw them breast implants out there as much as she can. All right, that's Kim's page. And this is Lala Anthony's page. By the way, I thought this was rather funny. About to get this copyright strike. Well, they're playing Boys to Men End of the Road. So let me avoid that copyright strike, but this is her with somebody, Dice 3029. So they're sitting here singing Boys to Men. I don't know who she's singing to a day ago. Too much coquito. I love Boys to Men. Who is she singing this to? Y'all tell me, who is she singing End of the Road to? I'm trying to figure it out. She's singing End of the Road to somebody. Well, not End of the Road. What am I talking about? Yeah, bended. Was that Down on Bended Knee? So who is she talking about? On Bended Knee? Who is she? Y'all, this is Lala Anthony from a day ago, y'all. Okay, y'all say that's her mom? Okay. I don't know. Is that her mom? I don't know who that is. I don't know who the woman is, but who is she singing I'm on Bended Knee for? Y'all tell me. Who is she singing to, y'all? Who is she singing to, y'all? You tell me. Oh, when you come back in and okay, Dice is her cousin. All right, her cousin got to be strong enough to drag on up out of the. Hey, y'all, Christmas 2024 came through and she's on Instagram. Won't say who she's singing this to. Too much coquito. I don't know if that's alcohol or whatever, but who is that for, y'all? You tell me. Make it make sense. You tell me, who is that for? That's Lala Anthony's page. By the way, couldn't help but notice the estrogen is strong. Oh, the estrogen is strong in these parts. Oh, the estrogen is so damn strong, including from folks who, estrogen everywhere. Oh, the estrogen is strong, just like over here on Kim's page. The estrogen is strong, and her sister Chloe gave her that go-kart, that scooter. The estrogen is strong. Oh, it's a whole village full of broads. Ain't no men nowhere. Lala Anthony was one who would put up this picture here showing her and the 5 gals. Tiana Taylor. Where you at, Tiana? There you go. Oh, man, the estrogen is strong. Am I the only one who sees a pattern has very clearly, concretely formed? Am I the only one who sees that? See, it's necessary. A lot of folks have thoughts and speculation. You have wild guesses about things, really not based in any sort of reality. But, and I mean, Tiana was the freakiest of the freaky. And Iman Shumpert said, yeah, I can get another one. Now she's out here looking like the rest of them. The estrogen is strong out here, folks. The estrogen is strong. Ain't no men available nowhere. Certainly not any winners. Everybody's lined up to see if they can go grab a sugar daddy somewhere. They want to see if they can grab a sugar daddy somewhere. Well, Jason. Okay. Oh, I'm ready for you too if you want to go there. I see you back there. I hear you back there thinking you're smart. You ain't talking about me. I'm talking about you. Let me talk. Let me talk. Let me talk. Do you really now? Why don't we go ahead and check in on Ciara? Why don't we do that? So she's out here showing some thigh because at least she's staying at the gym. I mean, this is a woman right here who is seriously trying. At least she is trying to stay out there. So, yeah, buddy. And in between promoting old Kim Kardashian over here because Ciara is trying to be the world's best known brand. Oh, she's sitting up here wearing the Steelers jacket. Keep that energy, Ciara. Keep that energy. We'll be right back for it. So she posted this picture. Folks, notice something. You notice Future's son over there with Russell. Notice how much distance there is between mama and daddy. Okay, Future's son is over there with Russell. Okay. He's the only one wearing white shoes. What? Folks couldn't help but notice, wow, why is he the only one over there? And by the way, having to call that boy Little Future, it's like, oh man, you're emasculated every time you do that. It's all the hoes and sluts out there singing Ciara's prayers. Okay, why is Future's son the only one wearing white shoes, Russell? Can you fill me in? This is on Ciara's page, and of course, all the single moms and all the single mom adjacents and all the single mom wannabes who want to believe that they can go having crazy, wild, toxic sex their whole lives, and it doesn't matter how it turns out. There's an abortion or a sucker out there who will help make it okay for them. That's what's going on Ciara's page with this picture. But by the way, there is something going on Russell Wilson's page. Oh, well, what do you know? Russell Wilson's page here. That's good. Yeah. Take a look at that. Oh, they're loving it there. Oh, take a look at this here. This supposed to mean something. All right, Future's legacy. He's protecting Future's legacy over there. All right. There goes Russell. What could possibly go wrong? What could possibly go wrong? Oh, well, take a look at the family picture there. He shared it from her page. That's great. That's good. What could possibly go wrong there? Oh, one more thing. Russell Wilson was on the bench at the beginning of this season. Oh, I got to remind you all. Russell Wilson was on the bench with the Steelers at the beginning of the season. And the other quarterback there young man was trying to keep his little old job. And I told y'all how Russell was hating and whatnot. Russell's calf was giving him trouble. But Coach Tomlin decided to bring Russell Wilson in. He brought Russell Wilson in, and for a few games, it looked like, damn, Russell Wilson of old. And I was waiting to see if anybody was stupid enough to try to wave that in my face and say, well, gee, Jason, you went wrong about the Super Bowl bound. That's the problem right there. I told you, Jason, you thought it was all over. But you got to understand, people don't have faith in you. They get real quiet. They get real quiet when they're not sure. And these are the most recent things right here, by the way. Some of the most recent stuff here, he's been posting up from December 13th. And it's like, okay, they're trying. Oh, Russell Wilson's trying to make it about him. He's trying to hype himself up. He's trying. Oh, but then again, y'all didn't know they're on a 3-game losing streak right now. What? Damn! What? They're on a 3-game losing streak right now. And oh, the people are fickle. First comment up here with 30 likes. First comment with 30 likes from a week ago. Back to the bench. First comment. Back to the bench. And there are others in there. They're not happy either, by the way. There's some other folks in there not happy either. We need some rushing yards. You should have retired years ago.
Auntie, chill.
Please never walk onto the field for the Steelers again. 82 likes. I can keep going if you'd like me to. This is the post he put up right before the family picture. The post he put up on Instagram right before the family picture for Christmas. Oh, it's going to be a hellified Christmas this year because Pittsburgh is already done with you. The folks are ready to go. They're already ready to leave. You sitting up here cheering and they like, man, can we retire your damn jersey? Keep that energy, Ciara. Keep that energy and hold that pose, baby. Hold that pose. Please retire. Yeah. It's like you're trying to lose this game. Okay, folks. All right. For those of you who've been singing Ciara's prayer and were hoping for a miracle, Lord, can you just prove this Jason wrong just for this one thing right here? And I'll start going to church again. If you make Russell Wilson a winner. That's what some of you were saying. Lord, if you could just make Russell Wilson a winner this year. I know I ain't talked to you in decades, but if you make Russell Wilson a winner so I can go rub this in Jason's face, I'll start going to church again. And that's the way that went. So Ciara is going to have to make sure that she keep herself in shape. You never know when you might have to go back to that dating market, baby. You never know when it's going to come down to that. Never know when that one is going to jump off. Yeah, buddy. So my point here is whole lot of shenanigans going on. Whole lot of folks out there thinking it's going to go one way and it's going to go another. Whole lot of people telling themselves they don't have to worry and they going to be all right. Santa nigga is coming to town. We're going to go hang out and stunt with the girls. It's going to be all right. Everything's going to be fine. And what you found out is that a few years later, it's just a cold, lonely winter going on. It's a cold, lonely winter going on, but you know who's not complaining? The fellas. The fellas aren't so worried about that. Kanye West is chugging along. Iman Shumpert's chugging along. Carmelo is doing the damn thing. Offset never stopped doing it. What? That leaves Ciara sitting with square-ass Russell Wilson. I could go further, by the way. Steph Curry has now recently stated that he believes that he's coming to the end of his career. I'm sure that Ayesha Curry is going to be a model citizen. I'm sure of it. I'm sure that this woman who is so obviously blatantly hungry and jockeying for attention, once Steph Curry can no longer deliver that, I'm sure she's going to settle in and be a model citizen. This woman who is already competing openly for attention now, I'm sure as soon as he hangs up the career, I'm certain that she's going to just settle in. I'm sure she's going to settle in. I don't wish anything bad on anybody's relationship. I don't do that. That's sucker-ass stuff. I don't do that. However, it is my responsibility to properly and accurately predict the weather. And I just couldn't help but notice a bunch of things are creeping in. A bunch of folk I told y'all, by the way, spin the block. We need to come back and check on them. A whole bunch of folks were trying to defend Lala and Carmelo. I told you what was going to happen there. Tiana and Iman told you what was going to happen there. Kim and Kanye told you what was going to happen there. Cardi B Offset told you what was going to happen there. Now, I want to hear the hard heads still talking about Ciara and Russell. They're going to hang in there as long as they can. They always do. Because they're not accountable on the internet for sounding like idiots, but it's my job to let you know. The reason why this is important is because whether you all want to believe it or not, whether you like it or not, it is the reality. Hollywood and the celebrity set, they do influence the people in your life. What? They do influence the people in your world. That's every female out here today wants to be an IG model. It is what it is, folks. Kim Kardashian would not be opening up a whole damn skim store if there were not millions of women who wanted to have that life. So you can sit here and tell yourself this is celebrity, that. The female you with, for those of you who have one, she wants that too. If you're sitting there telling yourself that it's irrelevant, that's the reason why you're mad and black-pilled and incelled and angry. But by the way, every female, including all the women listening to me tonight, I said it,
and deal with it.
All of them want to be celebrities. All of them want to be in this picture with Kim Kardashian and Lala and Ciara. Every female in here wants to be in this picture. She envisions herself with shapely thighs and perfect skin and perky breasts and looking all glamorous and hair is laid. And it's the damn truth. Yes, they do. Every single one. 100% ratio. There is not a single one that doesn't. The ones who say they don't are lying to you only because they think that's what you want to hear. But you take a look at what they watch, you take a look at what they play, you take a look at what they gravitate to, that tells you what they believe. And every single female listening here, live or recorded, in your family, in your house, outside of your home, they want to be social media stars. That's why they've all got social media. That's why they sit up here and try to make other folks jealous. That's why they sit up here and try to post their booty pictures. That's why they sit up here and everything is, if they're the fat girls, they got the phone held over their heads. It's the same thing everywhere. So you can try to deceive yourself and comfort yourself to say, this only applies to those celebrities over there. The female in your house wants to be a celebrity. This is not on its way to being part of the culture. This is not part of the culture. This is the culture.
And deal with it, nigga.
This is the culture. Period. You have females who are carrying varying degrees of it, which fools a lot of males into thinking that there are good girls and bad girls. They're all bad girls. Tell yourself you got a good girl if you want to. Tell yourself you have a good girl if you want to. But just understand, I don't give a damn how, quote, good of a girl you think she is. She out there somewhere waiting for this call.
To you, happy birthday to
Oh, dude, you think your woman's safe from this?
Happy birthday, dear TT. Happy
And then Usher had to put that damn smile and that damn giggle on them. Damn! Oh, Usher put that smile and that giggle on them. You know full damn well, every fella in here, if your woman was sitting right there, she'd be sitting there geeking out, smiling her ass off, and you know it. Let's just lay it like it is, and you know it. Come on now.
birthday to you.
Oh, thank you.
It's official.
Take a look at all the women in the comments section, boy. They look at them. They envious. Take a look at it. Oh, boy. Man. Yeah, buddy. Tell yourself that your female don't want to have that. Tell yourself that that's not really what they're looking for. Can we be honest for a few moments here? It's a cold, lonely winter. Because they're losing their luster and they're losing that star power. Women live for attention and you're worthless if you can't deliver it to them. If I'm telling the truth tonight, give me the mirror emoji in the chat room and hit the likes button for me. It's over 2,000 people in here live in just the first 30 minutes. But folks, if we can be honest with this retrospective tonight. If we can go ahead and tell the truth, if I'm laying out to you plain, give me the mirror emoji in the chat room and hit the likes button for me. You know, right now, there are a lot of folk telling themselves lies that are pleasing deceptions to them. Travis Hunter is a young man that I hope wakes up sooner rather than later. He's got a situation like that right now. But you know what? I posted something on Facebook here earlier today. I posted something up on Facebook, and, you know, it's a brutal reminder to a lot of fellas out there. I said, dudes, if your chick is in 4K on a couple of dudes' phones, they done made their own private videos of her, and oh man, her body count is in the dozens. Stop criticizing Travis Hunter, my G. To the fellas listening to me here tonight, a lot of y'all got that. A lot of y'all got that. Can't we gonna be honest before 2024 get out of here. I'm not gonna wait till next week. We're gonna be honest before 2024 rolls out of here. The OnlyFans, most of that is married men. Ashley Madison, most of that is married men. These married fellas out here suffering. They're suffering, and the reason they're suffering is because of this. You're married to this. You're dating this. You're stuck with this. You're in a relationship with this. Only her name's not Cardi B. Her name's not Kim Kardashian. Her name's Kim Jenkins. Her name is not Ciara. Her name is Sierra. Whole bunch of fellas out here. I want you to understand it's a cold, lonely winter for these women, but it's problematic for the men too while they're at it. It's a cold, lonely avenue to be in. Cold, lonely avenue to be in. Because they got their mind in other areas and they're not being honest with you about what it is. I meant what I said. There was a reason why I was able to tell you exactly what was going to happen to Pete Davidson. I'm like, hey, Pete, you got 1 year to become a major star in Hollywood, or Kim is giving up. You got 1 year, Pete. You don't get 7, 8 years like Kanye. You got one. You got one, and she doesn't feel like a star, and she doesn't feel important with you pushing her Rolls Royce. You need to be able to buy her a Rolls Royce, and Pete has never been able to do that. What I'm saying is that Kim Kardashian lives for this headline. She lives for that. She lives for it. But did you know, are you willing to accept that your woman, you with right now, today, fellas, your woman wants the same thing? If she told you otherwise, nigga, she lying. You can believe that if you want to. Oh, let's just be totally honest. Most of the fellas in here telling themselves it doesn't matter if that's what she wants because she ain't never gonna be able to get that.
Auntie, chill.
So you're sitting there in comfort saying, well, she'll never be able to have that. So yeah, on the low, I know that's what she really wanting. She's salty because I can't do that. But she don't really qualify for that no way, so just be honest. That's what you're counting on. And for a lot of you fellas, you may be correct. You may be correct. Hey, look, I mean, your chick might not be the kind of broad that dudes are lined up to buy one Maybach for, much less 5 of them. You may be correct about that, but the bottom line is that does not change the reality. And the reality is she wants that. I was the guy who had to warn you fellas here years ago about that, and folks don't like the program tonight. I'm upsetting a lot of people, so that's okay. It's Christmas week where I can go ahead and wrap it up early. But I meant when I told you fellas here, I said, dude, if you have a chick who tells you that she loves that G-Wagon, dude, she's not joking. She means that. She is serious. She wants that. She's not kidding. She's not playing. She wants that. That's what she wants. And you not having the drive or the motivation or the gumption, or you don't think she's worth it, or you just can't figure out how to make it happen, please understand that's not going to make her stop wanting it. She still wants it. They really do believe they can have it all, even though this is scientific and numerical impossibility, but they really do believe that. And they also they believe it because they believe that they're worth that. They believe that there's no difference. Please understand, the women listening to me right now tonight on this program, ladies, I've got to read Jamel right quick. They really do believe that they're on Ciara's level. What? The females in the chat room listening live or recorded, fellas, your woman really does believe that there is literally no daylight, no distance between her and Beyonce, her and Ciara, her and Cardi, her and Tiana Taylor. Your woman can look in the damn mirror. She ain't got the abs. She ain't got the breasts. She don't have the look. She doesn't have any of that. But 99% of the women, I meant what I said, they tell themselves that they are competitors equal to these women. But it's true. Yeah, everybody's a 10. Well, Jason, what about the fact that they're not getting the same results Ciara and Beyonce are getting? Isn't that the reality to them, that they're not on that level? That's not what they say to themselves. They say that that's your fault. What? Oh, yeah. If she's not getting Ciara rewards, Beyonce rewards, Cardi B rewards, she's like, oh, that's not my fault. It's not that I'm not up to the standards, it's that these dumb men out here, these stupid men out here don't know a great thing when they see it. I's a great thing. These men out here don't recognize a great thing when they see it. That's what they say. They say it's the men's fault. The men just aren't bright enough and too dumb, and you just don't understand that she got it. And yeah, it's you're just a poor judge. You've got poor standards. You just don't understand. You just don't understand that they're already on that level. Already there. So it doesn't matter if she's 45 years old. It doesn't matter how many bastard kids come rolling down the block. It doesn't matter how rotund she might be. It doesn't matter how bad the attitude. It doesn't matter how old it done gotten here. I got to go ahead and say this again. It's a cold, lonely winter. It's become a cold and lonely winter. Janet Jackson, how's it holding up, bae?
Auntie, chill.
Oh, no. We got to go back through the Rolodex. We're going to check the files. No, we're not going to do snapshots in history. We're going to spin the block. I know I'm going to make a lot of folk mad tonight. You're going to be very angry because you actually know what I'm telling you is the damn truth and it's hurting your soul. Them body blows are sitting up here rocking your ribs, busting your spleen open. You don't really want to hear this because you're like, damn, my life sucks. Okay, well, I'm just going to say it. Janet Jackson, how's it working out, baby? Jennifer Lopez, oh, you thought you were going to get saved. Jennifer Lopez thought she was going to get saved, y'all. She said, that's right, I got this dude down the aisle to the finish line. Oh, J-Lo thought she was saved. She thought she was going to show Alex Rodriguez something, remember? How'd that work out? Don't take a snapshot in history. All the folks who were jumping up and down then, you can't find a one of them now. Not a single one of the folks who were sitting up here acting like, that's right, you was wrong, Jason. Can't find a single one today. Not a single one. Nicole Murphy, my condolences, by the way. But just saying, ain't been another Eddie Murphy to spin that block. Ain't been another Eddie Murphy to spin that block. How's it working out for Vivica Fox? Damn! Grandma's Gone Wild. How's that working out for Lisa Ray? We already covered Kim K. How's that working out for Nicole Young? Do I need to keep rolling these numbers? Do I need to keep doing this? Oh, I'm going to keep doing it. Hey, how's it hanging, Robin Givens? What's cracking, Stacey Dash? Might want to send her another cameo. How's it rocking, Stacey Dash? Do you realize for you fellas who were digging these chicks back in the 80s and 90s, do you know that you could push up on them now, by the way? What? Oh, man, y'all ain't gonna like this right here, but it's true. If you're making $200,000 a year right now, you could bag Stacey Dash. Hell, nigga, you could probably do it for $100,000. If you can afford to pay the damn rent down there in Florida, we covered this on my program a couple of years back. We already covered that. Oh, they ain't gonna like it, but it's the damn truth. I showed you the exact apartment complex that Stacey was living in over there. I didn't dox her, the news put it out. I didn't do it. But I just showed you, by the way, here's the rent at those apartments, fellas. If you can afford $1,500, $2,000 a month for the rent, Stacey Dash you can have Stacey Dash on your bed. Just saying. Yeah, fellas, if you're ready to go ahead and mop up, the discount bin, you can make that happen. You can make it happen. Oh, y'all naming a bunch of names in the chat room. Please understand, it's not the way a lot of folks think it is. If you can afford them bills and you're willing to do that, you could actually bag one of them. I don't know if you could get Tony Braxton, but Tamar, oh, definitely. You could definitely get Tamar. Them sisters, you could definitely get them if you want one. Damn! I mean, if you ready to wait for them to hit their 40s and 50s, and if you're ready to wait for that to happen, if you're ready to go rummaging through the discount bin, I just wanted to let y'all know, by the way, they're still there and still waiting. Tracy Ellis Ross, okay. Hey, dude, she's still there. What you waiting on? She's right there. It's a cold, lonely winter, and the females out there are piling up, man. Man, if I told you all everything I know about a lot of these chicks or these celebrities, man, you'd be like, Jason, you are lying your ass off. No, I'm not. If I told you all everything that was the damn deal, man, if you all actually knew what was really going on with it, the finances and everything else, you'd be like, oh, hell no. You'd be spoiled for choice. You'd be spoiled for choice. It's become a cold, lonely winter out here. They're aged out. They've ground out. They're waiting for the next multimillionaire to come rolling through. Those are just the ones in Hollywood, the ones where you at. The ones where you're at, man, is just as bad. They're looking for, the reason why the winter has become so cold and lonely is because all the females now are waiting for a fella who's gonna overpay. That's what they're waiting on now. After they've gotten out here and gotten run through by 3-4 different dudes, that's Young Miami with, I think, baby daddy number 2. And Young Miami wants you to know that she's back on the market and she's ready to start a family. she's like, hey, just because Diddy going through some things, she wanted you all to know that, by the way, she's ready to drop some kids for the right man. Or at least she's implying this year. She says she wants to start a family. I don't know if that means she wants to get married with children or married without children, but she's letting y'all know that, by the way, she's still out here on the market if you all would like to take one slightly soiled.
Auntie, chill.
Yeah, because we heard all the stuff that Diddy was doing with her, around her, on her. And oh yeah, he wasn't the only one. Oh, he wasn't the only one. So, Young Miami wants you all to know. Oh yeah, one more thing. What that also means is the record deals are drying up. So, whatever she had to do to keep her record deal money, that's obviously going out the window too. Fellas, that's what it means to overpay. I want to have a conversation with you all right now tonight about overpaying, because that is the environment, and the world right now is doing everything it can to ratchet as much pressure on men today to overpay. I remember a couple years ago, I was car shopping here, and I showed you all about that. The man wanted me to pay, they were trying to get me to pay $50,000 to $80,000 over sticker. What? Never mind the fact that you're supposed to get below sticker for a car price to be inviting. They were like, oh, no. Not only are we not going to go below MSRP, you're going to have to drop at least 50 to 80 over that amount. Now, that's not overpaying. That's grossly overpaying. I told the fella there, Fletcher Jones, oh, Jason is saying names. Damn, he's going raw. And they're usually pretty good, don't get me wrong. But I had to tell the fella at Fletcher Jones, no, not gonna do that. To which he tells me that they got plenty of customers. There was another guy who was looking at the vehicle, and why he was going to buy, he wouldn't have a problem with that. I said, well, you better get him on the phone. I recommend you call him up. Because if you're waiting on me to pay that, if he's willing to do that, go ahead and do that. But it won't be me. And I let that damn thing sit. As I understand it, dude showed up and paid for it. What? As I understand it, this clown actually showed up and paid for it. You don't want to know what happened since then. You don't want to know. All I will say is that they're still underwater. I'm not going to put all their business out there, but all I'm going to say is they're still underwater. Still underwater. Just because somebody else is willing to be a dumbass and overpay doesn't mean I'm gonna be. That's where men today have to get themselves to, is that just because there's somebody out there who is so dog desperate to overpay, that doesn't mean you do. Men today have to become comfortable understanding that there's a lot of idiots out there. P.T. Barnum was right. And you're going to have to become comfortable looking at other men make an ass of themselves, make a fool of themselves, and overpay. I don't overpay for cars. I don't overpay for electronics. I'm damn sure not going to overpay where a female is concerned. But you're in a world and an environment right now that's putting heavy pressure on you, that it sees that most males don't have any options. I didn't say don't have a lot of options, don't have any. And the first thing they do is tell you, okay, and here's your newly adjusted inflated price. Here's your newly adjusted inflated price. So let me go ahead and refresh everybody's minds about this, especially the ladies out there. Ladies, here's the reason why it is stupid for a man to get into a bidding war. It's stupid and dumb. And a lot of people were not happy with me because I set for them what the damn market value is. Everybody talks about the sexual marketplace and sexual marketplace value. And Rolo in the red pill runts out there can't tell you what sexual marketplace value is. And I'm the only person who told you all, by the way, I know what the sexual marketplace value is. Take a look at the last 2 men that she was with. Not one, the last 2. The average of the last 2, that's the marketplace value. That's what a bank does when you want to buy a car. Damn! Oh, they don't like that. You want to talk about how to legitimately, objectively determine marketplace value? That's what banks do when you want to buy a car. When you want to buy a car, when you want to buy a house, when they want to determine your credit worthiness, they take a look. They want to know about how much income you've made over the last 2 to 3 years. They want to see what your performance has been for the last couple of years, 2 or 3 years. They want to go back and look at that. They want to see the last couple of cars you bought. They want to see the last couple of years of credit history. They want to see who put in anything before them. They don't want to guess. They want to know. By the way, who else gave you anything? Not what you tell yourself you're worth. Who actually gave you something? When we actually take a look, not at what you say you're worth, but who actually gave something, oh, hell. And the bottom line is that once that number starts to fall, when you go from getting 5 My Box to 1 glitter-covered scooter, when you go from having a man who bought you ultra-luxury cars to a fella who's driving yours, when you go from being able to pick and choose what you want to sitting up here and every damn night is girls' night, this means something. This means something. I want you to have a firm grasp of what the value is. If you're talking to a woman, take a look, ask her about the last, this is why fellas, don't let anybody hide their exes from you. You find out about the last 2 she was with, and then you confirm, you check the paperwork, make sure what she's saying is legit. That's her marketplace value. Right there. If the last fella bought her a Nissan Rogue, how the hell is she telling you that she's a BMW X5 woman now?
Auntie, chill!
On account of the fact that now she's older and the body count done bumped this way on up. So let me get this straight. The last fella bought you a damn Honda Civic, but I'm expected to buy you an Aston Martin? I know my worth. Yeah, the last couple of fellas knew your worth too. All right, let me go ahead and hurt some feelings. Ladies, some of y'all are in your feelings. The ladies stopped leaving comments in the chat room. The women are upset. They're like, they don't like this. They don't like that. Okay, one somehow, huh? Okay, ladies, before you start, what about the men? Okay, that deflection is never a good look. But you know what? We can go there with it. Ladies. Where the females are concerned, when you all are talking to a man, y'all take a look at the last 2 or 3 women he been with. And whatever those women did, you don't get to come up to him and say, he doesn't get to come up to you and say, okay, I need you to do more than they did. If the last couple of females he was with, whatever sex acts they didn't do, he don't get to come up and tell you, oh yeah, they wouldn't do it, but you got to do that. And you like, I'll be damned, didn't you buy them a car and a house? If you bought them a car and a house and they didn't have to do the freak off, why do I got to do the freak off? Now that's the way women calculate. Women are like, wait a minute. Whatever the last woman you were with, the last couple of women you were with, if they didn't have to do it, how is it all of a sudden I got to do it? You were with them for years and you didn't have to do it. They didn't have to do it and they were with you for years. Why do I got to do it? Ladies, I got to tell the truth tonight. I mean, it is what it is. You all take a look at the last few women he was with. If them women didn't have to do it, you like, why I got to do it? Y'all trying to figure out how to do 80% of what the last one did. So y'all not looking for a man to tell you, okay, you got to do everything they did plus 20%. You got to do everything they did plus 20%. I'm just saying. So the women are not interested in hearing that. Y'all are not interested in somebody telling you have to do more. Fellas, whatever the last two dudes did, that's the market value. Anything that you do above that, that's a market adjustment.
And deal with it, nigga.
Whatever the last 2 or 3 men did, that's the market value. Of course, it also needs to be adjusted for age, children, physical condition. See, if she didn't have that 1,000 sex partner stare before she was with the last dude, now she does, depreciation. They taking hits. Oh, they don't want to hear this. If old boy was able to get you and you still had that light in your eyes, okay, how I got to pay more and ain't no light there? She mean mugging me like Remy Ma. How does that work? 2024 about to be 2025. And it has become a cold and lonely place out there. Doesn't matter where you're at on the totem pole, it's a bunch of lying going on. There's the other thing, is this lying going on everywhere. It's lying going on everywhere. You've never seen as many unclaimed women as y'all see right now. Oh, I'm hurting feelings tonight. Even for some of the women watching this program right now talking about how they're married. It's like, yeah, you married on your Facebook page. What about your husband's? Damn! All right, Jason, why'd you have to go there? Why did you have to go there, Jason? Why'd you have to do that? Can't you just host your funky little old internet program and stop saying stuff like that? Jason, you're going to break up some marriages. I just thought I would take a moment to point it out. You're married on your social media. Then we go trucking over to your husband's social media and he ain't married over there. You married on your page, he's not married on his. All right, they don't like to hear that there. A whole bunch of them. Yeah, a lot of your dating gurus out here, and you got your dating gurus. I'm like, okay, by the way, your dating gurus, they happen to tell you they married on their page. You go over to their husband page, it's like, oh, hell, you can't find nothing. Oh, man. Yeah, buddy. Your husband may be over there funding somebody's OnlyFans.
Auntie, chill.
Your husband is probably over there funding some young female with no kids OnlyFans. He over there doing that. While you sitting around happy to have a roof over your head. But by the way, I'm not supposed to say any of this. I'm supposed to let you get out of 2024 clean. I'm supposed to let the women get out of 2024 clean. I'm not supposed to do this. I'm supposed to let y'all live the delusion, live the fantasy, let them get out the game clean. I'm not supposed to do this. I'm supposed to be entertaining. It's like, now I'm just being upsetting. Why does Jason have to say things like that? They were all domestic tranquility. I say that, and damn, now they upset. It's a cold, lonely winter forming up out there. However, you might disagree. Therefore, the link to the Zoom is pinned to the top of the chat room there. And that's available to you. You can go ahead and check that out. If you'd like to weigh in on it, if you don't, that's okay. We can go ahead and wrap it up earlier. But, yeah. It's become a cold, lonely winter when we come back around and start checking the paperwork and checking the pedigree and see how some of the females you were talking about a couple of years ago, to see how it worked out. In the chat room, GM said they still clappable for now. Here's the problem. That's not a compliment. Telling a female that she's sexable, that's not a compliment. That's not a good thing for them. You take a look at what's going on out here today. Let me tell y'all, fellas are out here having straight up slum sex. I mean, they are having gutter, dog ass slum sex. I'm talking about the ugliest, cross-eyed, snaggle-tooth, mole-faced females you could imagine. Want to know why we can't get the STD rate down? Because there's dudes out here who will just lay up with anything. He's got no damn... I mean, that heifer looks like Mr. Snuffleupagus. Damn! And her four sisters, and there this clown dude is. I mean, right there. Don't matter what she look like, smell like, anything. It's just he right there, boy. You know I'm telling the truth. Why you think Lizzo was talking so much smack for so many years? Because there were dudes in her DMs, nothing she wanted to keep, but they were there. There is not a single female listening to me right now who doesn't have some male in her DM. So somebody is offering her 30 minutes or an hour of sexual activity. The price for females, sexual activity is a gratuity. It's a gratuity for breathing. 100% of females on the internet, regardless of age, have access to sexual contact. Regardless of age, regardless of look, regardless of size, they got access to it. They do. There is some bottom-feeding sexual scavenger. There is some bottom-feeding sexual scavenger who is in every single female. And the other thing is they carpet bomb. So they go carpet bombing. Is if you got a Facebook account, he's testing the limits. He wants to see how many DMs he can send before Facebook shuts him down. So even if the females are not raggedy or out of shape, telling them that you'd be willing to have sex with them, that's not really a compliment. It's not really a compliment because sex coupled with nothing else, that's not a compliment. That's like telling somebody, you know what? I would love to drive your car to work every day. Hey, that's a nice Ferrari you own. I'd love to drive your car to work every day. Okay, what do they get as a benefit of you driving their Ferrari? How is that a benefit to them? Well, I'm offering you somebody to drive the cars. I got plenty of folk who drive the cars. So for the females, I'd have sex with you. She's got plenty of folk who have sex with her. How is you wanting to do it a benefit? The caliber and quality of the man is what makes the value of it. When you had Kanye West who was willing to do that, with Kanye West comes attention. With Kanye West comes contacts. With Kanye West comes media. With Kanye West comes an upgrade in your lifestyle. With Kanye West comes my box. With Kanye West comes a whole different neighborhood. With Kanye West comes international travel and connections that you could never acquire on your own. That's what comes coupled and bundled with having sex with Kanye. If you have sex with Kanye, all those things I just named come bundled along with that. Just ask old girl that he's with now. She's getting all those benefits now. Kim was getting them. Kanye moves to a new female, immediately she's getting them. Right then. All the perks and all the goodies that Kim was pulling, the new chick is getting that now. But that comes with the Kanye package. You know what Kim is no longer getting? Kim has to go replace that. I told everybody what was coming then. Please just mark the words here, folks. I told them then, Pete is a damn joke. He's a sideshow. He's not even a competent rebound. No woman wants to be with a man that people are laughing about. No woman wants to be with a man that people are making jokes about. You're supposed to be an upgrade. You're supposed to increase your social status. No woman wants to be with a man that people are laughing about. That she knows they're laughing. She's supposed to be with a man who shuts it down. Even if her rep is all screwed up. See, that was the benefit of being with Kanye. At least when Kim was with Kanye, Kanye had enough clout and enough backing and enough of a following that he could really shut down a whole lot of that dissing her and running her name down that was going on. He had the ability, he had so much pull in the industry and in America that really, it's like going in on her wasn't as easy as it was before she got with him, because she was no longer Kim Kardashian, she was Kim Kardashian West. You go at her, you going at Kanye. It's like, oh, it's a different dynamic now. So he was able to take a lot of that heat off of her and pressure off of her. Without him, she got to find out what her value was. And as I said 3 years ago, Kim, your sexual market value is this weirdo meth-looking dude from Saturday Night Live. This is what you qualify for. He's not going to buy you anything. He doesn't finance anything. There are zero females in America, other than in the working class at the hardware stores, no offense, who are competing to be with Pete Davidson. But none of your peers, Kim, are competing to be with Pete Davidson. Tiana Taylor is not trying to be with Pete Davidson. Neither is Lala. Neither is Cardi B. None of them are trying to be with Pete. That matters. That matters, man. Do you think that if I noticed that Kanye West bought you 5 My Box and then we turn around and Pete is driving your Rolls Royce, what do you think that did to your marketplace value? What I'm saying, people, is add up the average of value between Kanye and Pete Davidson. You do realize that's a net negative, right? That's a net negative. Pete Davidson is pull down the damn average. So you don't get to marry Kanye, date Pete Davidson, return to the marketplace and say the average is a Kanye. No, it's not. After you're with Pete, you get like 1/10 of a Kanye. After you've been with Pete, you don't get to go back and get another Kanye. You get to go back and get 10% of Kanye. That's what your value is now. Jason, you wrong. Jason, that ain't right. Kim Kardashian is making headlines for her sister buying her a scooter for Christmas. Listen to me. Not a man. Her sister buying her a scooter. You got a big old headline at TMZ saying that. This is what you're making headlines for now this Christmas? Don't you know she wishing Kanye would come tiptoeing through, at least for a photo op? It's 4 damn years later, how's it looking? Kanye ain't got time to get by over there right now. He's seeing somebody else's butt cheeks right now. He's literally got them on display. And this is a life lesson. It's a life lesson because she's not by herself. It's a whole group of them now. They can put on their body shapers and they can put on their Skims and they can sit up here. And by the way, that Kanye West connection between Kim Kardashian and Tiana Taylor. What? That Kanye West connection right there. Okay. In the chat room, Bronkov said confirmation of how much women spend on each other. Yeah. Women don't splurge on each other. Ain't gonna happen. If you're gonna get 1 Maybach, much less 5, it's gonna be a man who does that. Let me tell you, if a female needs a car to get to work, other females ain't trying to figure out how they can pay for it. I'm talking about if you need one. They're not trying to figure out how to get you a Toyota Tercel. For those of you who remember the Tercel. If it's going to happen, it's going to be a man who does it. It's not going to be a bunch of females. No, when you look up and the door done closed, that's all you can get. That's all it's going to be. That's all it's going to be. But you don't get to do this again. That's it. The train is over. There's also another lesson in here. There's a lesson about connection. When Carmelo was with Lala, I mean, he was very passionate about her. He was very into her and whatnot. That's why she believed she could do that again. She couldn't do it. But because at the time he was still very eager about getting back with her, yeah, you get real bold and you get real cocky when you feel like, oh yeah, I can have him if I want to. Understand something. That's male psychology. As men, that's in our psychology, man. It's in our psychology that if there's something that we want, then we're ravenous. We put our everything into it. And when we find something else we want, it's like, oh, I'll be damned. The thing that we were sitting up here, I'm talking about absolutely vampirically ravenous over, it just stops. Kim Kardashian had Kanye West. I mean, Kanye West was doing everything. He was doing everything to get back with Kim. And she pretty much figured, well, as long as he's still barking up my tree, I can trade on that. And, oh, he's always talking about me. And by the way, remember the social media folk kept trying to link his name to her all the damn time. He went off and got him a younger chick. Now you have no excuse to keep trying to link his name to her. Take a look at how he's doing. Yeezys. Take a look at how she doing. Did she ever think that she would look up one day and Kanye was not just going to be absolutely ravenous to get through that door to her? Tiana Taylor, Cardi B. Did Cardi ever think she'd see a day that Offset ain't kicking in any doors to get to her? Isn't that interesting? It's all fun and games until things go in a different direction. It's all fun and games till it goes in a different direction. And I want you to take this as a life lesson here, because the reason why Lisa Ray is relevant to these discussions is because Lisa Ray is representative of the average female out here. To the men listening, the reason why this is a relevant discussion and bringing up these people is relevant like that is because they are representative. Tiana Taylor sitting up here telling you they're having threesomes and moresomes, Young Miami doing the same damn thing. And then right after that, they go back to the sexual marketplace and they're looking to pull another Diddy or another Iman. What do you think happens to men's ears when they hear that you're a female who's done got stretched out with 3 or 4 other chicks or other dudes? What do you think happens? And these are celebrity chicks. If that's happening for them, the average female out here, who's doing the same damn thing, by the way, what do you think happens there? Do you realize how many people's relationships out here today are hanging by a thread? They are just hoping that somebody does not sit up here and leak a video, leak a photo, leak a conversation. Do you understand that? Do you understand how many females are out here today trying to stunt and everything else, and they're just one leaked message, one leaked exchange? You see it happen every other week. They're just one leaked thing away from the whole damn thing blowing up. Ain't that right, Remy Ma? They're just one away from that. You take a look at the way they represent themselves and present themselves, you wouldn't believe that. When I'm saying it's a cold, lonely winter, it's been that way for a minute. It's been that way for a minute. And there will be more. Now let me go into the next part of this. By the way, only 20% of the women on this screen are still married. 40%, but Cardi B has already filed for divorce. So we're going to go ahead and throw her in with the other 60%. Only 20% of the females on this screen are married. None of them are married to anybody that men emulate or admire or want to be like. They're married to laughing stocks. That ain't cool. But I also want to remind you one more thing. While 20% or 40% of them might still be married, 60%, 80% are single, but 100% have children.
Auntie, chill.
Did you get that part? All of them. ALL. All of them have children. All. Every single one. Lala over there on the right be posing with them. Okay, you know what's coming for you day one. Day one. And Ciara and Kim got a gang of them. By the way, if you want any of the action on this screen, just understand there comes a baggage with it. Oh man, I'm hurting feelings tonight. That was painful to them. Everybody wants to believe the ticket don't get punched. The reason why people are talking about Travis Hunter today is because Travis Hunter has become a laughing stock. He's a young man, but he's not famous right now for the right reasons. He's famous right now for being laughed at. That's not cool. He's famous for having a chick with a body count. That's not cool. What the hell is the point of having a female who's a damn embarrassment? What the hell is the point of having a female? You go through all of this work to become the man. You go through all of this work to become accomplished, and you got a female who's an embarrassment. What the hell is the point of that? How hard is a man supposed to work so he can get him a young Miami and he can take care of her and her 2 kids? How much work are you supposed to do, man? How excellent are you supposed to be? What the hell is the market value of that? The problem is that Travis is lonely. Travis is lonely. He doesn't have a bunch of options. And when females can see that you're lonely and don't have a bunch of options, oh, you're easy pickings, even if there's only a few of you. Now you just become the next sucker up. Travis told himself that he had himself a bad little broad, and what the problem was that might have actually worked for him. At least it could have actually worked if you could have gotten it. It doesn't work if other men don't validate it. If you don't have a bunch of other men saying, yeah, she's a baddie, she fine, I wish I had that. If you don't have any other men co-signing it, dude, you got a dog. Forget about it. You're not going to be able to resurrect that. You have to have other men co-signing and saying, yeah, we'd be in competition for that, but it's not. It's not. It's a cold, lonely winter because as you get older, body counts matter. Let me tell you something. Body counts matter less when you're young than when you're older. You're getting older. It's like, okay, she can't really compete with the young chicks and stuff. It's like, oh, what is she bringing? Now they want to see how lonely you are. Oh, I'm about to hurt a bunch of feelings here for the holidays. Most of you fellas out there, the married ones in particular, but most of the fellas listening here, they're lonely. They're lonely. They're lonely, and she could see that. You ain't been with nothing. You ain't really got nothing. You're lonely, and they can see that. Drop off that check. They can see that. Drop off them union benefits. They can see that. Drop off them military benefits. They can see that. Drop off that pension. They can see that. I want the fellas to understand, hey, fellas, by the way, they can see that. They can see it very clearly. When you're desperate and you're lonely and you're alone, her job is to make you think you winning. There's nobody else competing. There's nobody else at the auction bidding on her. You're the only one there, but she sees, oh, you're desperate. You'll pay anything. You've been going without for so long that you're here to make a deal no matter what. That's a hell of a spot to be in. Here's the issue. The issue is she's going to expect you to continue to increase your value over time. She's already maxed out hers. Now you can't even brag about it. What are you doing? What are you doing? Let me be brutally honest here for just a few moments. With Kim K and the girls here, I just got a question. What does it look like buying a Ferrari for a 44-year-old? Damn! What does it look like buying a Ferrari for a 44-year-old mother of 4 or 5? Mother of 3, mother of 4. What does it look like buying one for that? I ask for a reason. I'm not being mean-spirited. I'm asking for a reason. And the reason that I'm asking for is because you're going to go buy an excellent vehicle, excellent house, or whatever. The woman is supposed to make the car look more valuable. You got a car that looks better than the woman getting into it.
What?
How inspiring is that supposed to be? Nobody talks about that part of it. Offset was willing to buy Cardi B a Ferrari. Those were his kids that she was having. So, of course, he was willing to do that. The next fella who lines up to buy her a Lamborghini is a damn dummy. If it happens, which it won't. But if it did happen, he's a damn dummy. But then again, that's the reality of what's occurring. Once you reach a certain point there, the bidding doesn't actually go up anymore. You got a bunch of chicks out here today, they just looking for a dude who got a house and some benefits, and she's like, let me go ahead and swipe this card and cash on out. There's no upgrading going on at all. None. She's scrambling for home base. It's cold out here. Inflation running wild. If she in California, it's brutal. If she's in Florida, it's brutal. If she's in New York, Chicago, DC, Atlanta, man, it's tearing them up out here. It is eating them alive out here. I'm talking about just surviving on a daily basis. It's eating them alive. I'm not talking about thriving and living that baller life. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about just on a daily basis. Man, it's brutal out here. It's brutal. I'm just telling you right now, next week, New Year's, dude, it ain't going to be nothing nice. It ain't going to be nothing nice. It's going to be a bunch of single chicks running around. It's going to be a bunch of old chicks running around. It's going to be a bunch of older dudes trying to sneak around. Damn! That's what it's going to be. It is not going to be happy, shining people holding hands. It's not going to be that at all. You all can go take a look at the footage if you want to. Oh, man, Ambrosia said we surviving on bread and water. Oh, man, she said we surviving on crackers and water out here. You all can do that next week. Go downtown. Downtown New Orleans, downtown New York, downtown Chicago, downtown Atlanta, downtown DC. You go and check out what's happening. You go check out what's happening right now, man. It ain't sweet. It really, really isn't. Well, it's sweet for some. It's sweet for some. Told y'all the story I had here a couple of weeks ago. Coming back up through Georgia. I'm sitting up there filling up the tank. Dude comes rolling up in a Camaro. I had my back turned. He's on the other side. He's on the opposite pump from me. He's actually on the pumps behind me. Smelled him before I saw him. He opened up the door. I'm like, okay. I'm like, all right, this dude right here, he's gray beard and gold chains on and looked like a FUBU commercial. I'm like, okay, I know where you going to be New Year's night. We know where he going to be New Year's night. He going to be sitting around the tree with somebody else's kids, opening up packages. And I say this for a reason. I say it for a reason. I'm saying it for a reason here because it's a cold, lonely winter for the women. But there's never been a better time really to be a single male who got your stuff together. If you're a single male right now who got your damn act together, man, you running the damn yard. You're running the yard, man. It's options every damn where. I'm not talking about the guys who are barely trying. I'm not talking about the pension pimps. You niggas is corny. I'm talking about the fellas. You got your act together, man. It's options all over the place. There's never been a better. Let me tell it to you just like this right now. There has never been a better time in American history, probably world history, to be a man driving a six-figure car in America today.
And deal with it, nigga.
There has never been a better time to be a man who is single and available and got your damn act together. Never been a better time. They can see it on your face when you walk up that you got options. Like fellas who don't have options, they look at every female with that thirsty look. They're looking in her face. They're looking in her eyes. Women can see when she is a option to you. She can see the expression on your face. She can see the verbal cues on your face. She can see it. Females can see when you're looking at them. She can see when you're sizing her up as an option. She can also see when you don't really have any interest. That's okay if you're not the kind of guy that she's interested in. But if you are, she's taking notice. If you're like, by the way, he's not even expressing any nonverbal interest. He's not even expressing any nonverbal interest. What's going on? I've been saying this now for the last couple of years, and it has not changed. There has never been a better time to be a single man because you got more options than you've ever had. Now, if you're out here trying to get married, although in the current legal landscape, you'd have to explain to me exactly why you pushing so hard. I didn't say that you shouldn't want to get married. Certainly you can. But a lot of these fellas out here are thirstier than the females to get married. So the whole energy is really just crazy right now. But by the way, if you're and here's the crazy part. The craziest part is a bunch of single dudes are fighting to get married, and all the damn married dudes are fighting to get back to the streets.
Nigga, please.
There's the crazy part about it. When Offset was single, he was kicking in doors to marry Cardi B. Soon as he got married to her, he was in them streets. Iman Shumpert knocking niggas out to marry Tiana Taylor. As soon as he got married to her, okay, I need another broad. Carmelo Anthony, Kanye West, we can go down the list. Isn't that amazing? This is how they got folks in a mental and emotional trick bag today. Stop talking stupid. The single fellas are out here, I'm talking about beta and desperate as hell, begging a female to marry them. And meanwhile, your married counterparts are trying to figure out how to get back out here on these streets. Ain't that amazing? Now tell me who the hoe is. The females are the players and the dudes are the hoes today. Man, where's the chicks you want to marry? I do. And there's the other reason that so many of these damn cast-off chicks out here feel like they can just act any old kind of way because they see fellas talking about marriage more than the women do. See, what's going on is that I want to tell this to the females tonight to let y'all know, hey, there's somebody out here who actually knows what the game is going on. These fellas are sitting out here bluffing their asses off. Fellas, the women see what you're doing. The women see what you're doing and they see that you're bluffing. You see, when you're serious, you pick up your chips, you get up and you walk out the damn casino. You don't sit up here and talk about, I'm holding my chips. If y'all chicks, I'm going to leave if y'all chicks don't get it together. If you're serious, you've already left. Leo DiCaprio is not trying to figure out how to get a 40-year-old female to act right. Leo DiCaprio is like, baby, when you hit 28 years old, you gone. And you're lucky if you can hang in there till 28. Usually he wants you gone by 26. When you actually have options, you're not sitting up there at the casino at all. It's like you're nowhere to be found. So there's the reason why the females are saying these men are out here bluffing. We don't have to change. We don't have to do right. I can have 5 or 6 bastard kids and this nigga is still going to sign his name on the dotted line because he doesn't have any options because he's not actually serious. And that's the truth of what's going on. The women know I'm telling the damn truth. That's why the women be talking all greasy when we're not around. This is what the women say when we're not around because they take a look at most men. Most men are not actually serious when they say that they're single. If men are single, men's supposed to be all the way single. All the way single means you're not even testing or trying out for marriage. You all the way over here living this life. This what you doing. But the women look around and realize the men are desperate to get married. I mean, they're looking to give it away. So where is the incentive for the females to change anything when they can see that the majority of the men are just bluffing? He's not serious. He doesn't really mean that. He isn't really single. He's more eager to get married than I am. So let me roam these streets. Let me get the freak off all the way off. He'll still be standing there when I come back. What? You know that. Take a look at Brittany Renner. Brittany Renner is your proof that that's the attitude. They expect you to be waiting when they come back. And a lot of these fellas are. Take a look at Ciara. Ciara got run through, run by, run over. Russell Wilson sitting right there. Here you go, baby. I'll take care of you and future kids. And here's a mansion and a few houses. And let me go play through the NFL. And what is the incentive to change or alter anything when you are more dog desperate, dehydrated to get married than she? You're more eager to give it away because you think their marriage is going to, I'll finally have reliable sexual access. And most of these marriages are sexless marriages. Okay. But it has to go hand in hand. As a man, you maximize your value, you maximize your resources, you maximize your social capital, you maximize your ability to network and interact with people, you maximize your ability to be the man, and then you hold that. Then you hold it. If the right can't, when it gets to a point that it's like the men have upgraded themselves but none of them are looking to cash out, that's when things start changing. They start saying, okay, that's when the women will start begging. I'll be damned. But they won't be begging on social media. They'll be doing it in real life. They'll be doing it in real life. They'll act like they got some sense. They'll dress like they're not sluts and hoes. They will not be sitting up here taking after Cardi B when they roll up on you. They're going to be taking cooking classes and figuring out what the hell Comet does and every damn thing else. Yeah, women focus on what they want to focus on. If they understand that this is what men are looking for, if they want to do that, they focus on it. As long as you got men out here lined up to take her, no matter what's going on, there's no reason to change anything. No reason to change anything at all. We don't really have a bunch of single men out here. We have a bunch of dudes out here bluffing as if saying that they're single is going to change something. Listen to me, dude. You can't be halfway on it. You can't be halfway in, halfway out. Because the truth of the matter is, too many fellas out here today are lonely. It's a cold, lonely winter for the women, but for the men without options, it's colder and lonelier over there. The women will double up on the dude who's about something. The fellas are out here trying to figure out how to get the women to have some mercy sex. Instead of saying, you know what, let me maximize myself exactly where I'm at. Let me get my damn act all the way together. Let me make sure there's no holes in the game. Let me be that dude. Fellas need to take their asses down to Times Square next week. Take your ass down to 2nd Street in Miami next week. Take your ass to Peachtree in Atlanta next week. Take your ass to Inwood in Dallas next week. I could keep naming streets, but you get the damn idea. Go there and go see what the fellas who got something going on and what the action is. Go ahead, take a look at that and say, okay, let me get my weight up. So you got that. And then from there, that's it. Now you can start talking about it. Because the crazy thing is, once you start having options, then you're going to be like, what am I really looking to do here? They're sitting up here watching other fellas and then want to complain about them. Why did you give me? And the women see you're bluffing. By the way, the women can see it. They see you're not serious. They see you don't mean it. They see that you're going to be standing there when they come back. They see that you're not really investing in yourself. They see that you haven't actually gotten up and walked away from the casino. Don't be bragging, Ambrosia. Don't be bragging. By the way, fellas, they can see you haven't left the casino. They can see you haven't gotten up and left. You get up and leave, they take that seriously. A fella who can buy 5 My Box with Kim Kardashian was acting a damn fool with Kanye West. Their marriage was already disintegrating. She had already filed for divorce. And Kanye sitting up here throwing a Hail Mary talking about buying 5 My Box. He bought 5 My Box. He bought a house down the street from her. Damn! He was doing everything. And she was more disrespectful than she'd ever been. The harder he was trying, the more gestures he was giving, the more overt he was, the more disrespectful she was. Remember? She was all in the media and throwing shade at him and, oh, he's acting crazy and all this. That's what she was doing. It wasn't until he voted with his feet. It wasn't until he got up and did something different and said, you know what? Let Kim sit up and go over there and run down the damn resale value of her vagina. The worse than it already damn well is. It's already at the salvage yard. Damn! That sex organ is already being bid on at the salvage yard, but she wants to run it down even more with Pete Davidson. Kanye just said, yeah, I'm out. Wiped his hands. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. Best damn thing that he did. He didn't talk with his mouth. He voted with his dollars and his feet. Doing commercials. He lit up the Super Bowl. Yeezys is blowing up. And he's in the middle of that. The Drake-Kendrick beef. He in the middle of that. That's what the hell you do. And what happened when that occurred? Kim wanted Kanye to come around. Why? Because you're the biggest thing out there. You got more attention on you than ever, and she's struggling to maintain that. Now she's like, hey, boo, why don't you come through for the holidays? We can do a photo op. Kanye's like, I already got a little bro for that. We got plans. I can't contribute that to you anymore. That's already spoken for. Fellas, women can see when that's your situation. when that's really literally where you are. That you're not bluffing, you're not saying it for attention, you're not saying it because you want her to react to it, you're saying it because, yeah, that's really where you at. He did that, and take a look at where she at. Right now, the headlines are talking about Kanye West and his new woman. Right now, the headlines are talking about Kim Kardashian and her scooter. How it started and how it's going. One more thing here, a brutal reminder to all the people. Hey, y'all, where are all the folk? All the hoes and sluts online. Did he call us hoes and sluts? I damn sure did, ho.
And deal with it, nigga.
Where are all the hoes and sluts online? When the pandemic kicked off and everybody was trying to show their ass, where are they today? All the females who said that Lala Anthony was gonna find love again. Remember them? Anybody been able to find any of them hoes in the comments section? Because we all know what Jason Black said when it all came down. I told you, baby, you can file them damn papers. You ain't never gonna get another Carmelo Anthony. That ain't happening. And I showed you all that she was doing everything she could to connect her damn self to him. And y'all know Carmelo been coming up over there on the sneak. You know that. You know Carmelo been pulling up on the sneak. I get, y'all know it. We know it. We know it. But has anybody been able to find all the hoes and sluts who promised us that she was going to find? You can divorce him. That don't matter. You the prize. Where are all the you the prize hoes today? It's years later now. Where they at? For Lisa Ray, where they at? For Vivica Fox, where they at? For Kim Kardashian, where they at? For Tiana Taylor, all the fanboys and fangirls who were talking about you can be a baddie and a bad bee and you'll get another one. How's that working out? Up next is Cardi B. Do you realize this is why I'm doing this roll call tonight so we can go back over the files? And by the way, Jason, did we do a check-in with some of the chicks who was there so we can go ahead and see what's going on? Oh, I certainly did. I certainly did. We didn't come back through here. By the way, none of the chicks who were reassuring Lala what her prospects were, you can't find the one of them today. All the chicks who were big up in Kim Kardashian, you can't find the one of them to. Can y'all remember when there were jackasses in the media and on the blogs talking about Kanye West needs to leave Kim Kardashian alone? She's very happy with Pete Davidson. Remember that? Does anybody remember that? When that's what they were saying out there, remember how that was going? Oh, folks don't want to talk about that. Nobody wants to remind you about that, about Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson, about how they were talking about how happy they were in their relationship. Remember? Boy, that's what they remember when they were saying that. Uh-huh. Oh, no. We gonna rub your damn noses in it. We ain't gonna let it go. Oh, we're not gonna let this go. Let me go ahead and throw it up on the screen. Oh, hell no. Y'all got to hold this damn L. ABC News. This is from ABC News now. 2022. Oh, they even brought her on for a ABC News primetime special. Kim Kardashian says she's, quote, very happy with Pete Davidson. Oh, no. All the folk who were talking crap, all the rest of y'all, no, I'm going to rub your faces in it. I'm going to rub your faces into the concrete raw. Because you were sitting up there big up in the thin and Jason, you just a hater. No, I'm a mathematician. Take a look at that facial expression on her. She was big. I'm very happy with Meth Davidson. This is from ABC News website. You can go Google it. There's a whole bunch of folk thought they was going to show us something. You just a hater. You don't want to see them happy. I'm like, I'm not here to say that one way or the other. By the way, all I'm doing is attesting to mathematics. And I'm not going to sit up here and let you try to impose or intimidate me into ignoring mathematics. And the mathematical equation here is that when you was with a man, the biggest rapper on the planet, one of the biggest celebrities on the planet, his name was 5 times bigger than yours. He's elevated you to levels you could never go to before, and you walked away from that, and this is where you landed, and you telling me that you're happy? Ma'am, if you don't quit lying and insulting our intelligence. That's all I was saying. Where are the people who were telling me back then? You can go back to my videos about that at that time, 2022. You can go look it up and look in the comments section. You'll find some of the brainless, boneheaded, idiotic haters out there who were telling me that I was wrong. That everything was fine. Go back and find them if you can get them to show themselves anymore. Go back and find them and get them to come and give an accounting of themselves and to explain how in the hell you ended up here. How the hell did you end up here? With all those folk assuring us and guaranteeing us that everything was fine. How did you end up here, Tiana Taylor? How did you end up here, Lala? Because here's the bottom line. I'm just one guy on the internet. What I have to say, how much bearing does it actually have? Are you telling me that I am preventing Tiana Taylor from having something? I'm preventing Lala Anthony from having something? How could I do that? Please tell me the mechanism at play where I could deprive them of anything. All I did was run down the damn math. Let me explain something to you right now. Oh, I'm going to hurt feelings. It's a cold ass game out here. It's a cold, lonely winter. This headline right here, this is what I meant by you're in the social media age. Everything is about looks. Everything is about appearances, even if you're lying through your veneered teeth. Everything is about looks and appearances. Everything is about putting up the mirage that everything's okay. Everything's about convincing you that life is bliss. I'm very happy with Pete Davidson. Now we know in retrospect she was lying her ass off. But that didn't prevent her from going out here and saying this day after day and printing this. That's why there are so many married men trying to get out, so many baby daddies trying to get out, so many males in long-term relationships trying to get out. Now you stuck in it. She's telling the world everything is fine. Behind closed doors with you, everything is landmines. They're not happy. They're not okay. This headline on the screen is the single biggest lie being paraded today. This is the single biggest lie posted on social media. If a chick is telling you that she's happy, she lying. Let me say that again. If a chick is on social media telling you that she's happy, or trying to show you that she's happy, or trying to imply that she's happy, she's lying. She's doing that for your consumption, not for her gratification. She's doing that because she hopes that that will create an echo chamber where if she says that, it'll come back to her. But she's not doing it because it's an accurate portrayal of the actual events. If they're telling you they're happy or implying that they're happy or trying to stunt, they're not happy. They're not happy. It's like, let me explain to you what it really is. It's like dealing with a millionaire. A real millionaire is not stunting. A real millionaire is not showing you all of his cars. A real millionaire is not taking you behind the scenes because what he's got is valuable, and showing you what's behind the scenes is how you dissect it and dismantle it. A person who's got it is not trying to convince you of anything. It's just another day to them. Even if what they have is outrageously out of the league of what everybody else got, that's not what they're trying to do. He's like, I thought everybody had a Bentley. He's just pulling up in this Bentley. He's not telling you it's a Bentley. He's not telling you what model. He's just pulling up. He's, okay, I thought everybody had one. He's not making a deal of it. So you can see it, but they're not making a deal out of it. Tia Mowry's a damn psycho. I said it.
And deal with it, nigga.
You have some wild-eyed female lunatic who's out here yelling at you about how happy they are and how great things are. If things are great, wouldn't you be over there living the greatness? How you got time to come over here and brag to me about how great it is? And here's the other killing thing about it, folks. Nobody's life is really like that all the damn time. You have spurts and stuff. If you got stuff going on, it's not like that. If somebody's trying to convince you, that's because it's not really like that. It really, really isn't. If they're trying to convince you, it's because they understand. You have a whole bunch of folks trying to convince people. And that's why I'm sitting up here just slaying the sacred cows. This Christmas, I want you to understand, hey, single men, stand up. City boys, up. Life is good if you got your act all the way together. City boys up, pinching pimps down.
And deal with it, nigga.
No. City boys up, pinching pimps down. No. Clean slate niggas. City boys up, stepdaddies down. Gotta hold this L, dude. I can't let it off of you. I just gotta keep it real. I gotta keep it real, bro. I ain't trying to trade places with you. That's nice. That's great. That's wonderful. If you want to live that life, go right ahead. But the rest of us don't want to trade places with you. Fellas, do yourselves a favor in this world. Stop trying to figure out how you can patch other folks' stuff together. Focus on becoming excellent at what you're doing. The world's your damn oyster right now. The world's your damn oyster right now. I'm talking about all the damn way around. You got options. Some of y'all are listening to me right now. Lala is available.
What?
She went on Call Me Daddy and said it, remember? Oh, Jason Black is sitting up here blowing the world tonight. Remember Lala been saying it? Lala been saying it. Let me go ahead and drop some real on y'all right quick here. Niggas in Miami know what the time is with Young Miami. Niggas in New York know what the time is with Young Miami. Y'all know damn well young Miami does not rate another Diddy. Ain't gonna be another Diddy. There are no young up and coming rappers who are trying to get young Miami on the team. They looking for something younger without all the damn road miles and the baggage. They looking for that. Something with a damn clean Carfax. They looking for that. If they're going to pony up that kind of resources for it. Fellas who live in them places, y'all know the deal with young Miami. You seen a bunch of chicks from the strip clubs, from OnlyFans, out there at the beach. There's a million young Miamis out there. Y'all know how it goes. You know how the life cycle goes for a young Miami. Who isn't even young anymore, correct? You know how the life cycle for that goes? You know how it goes. They go from the Bentley to the Beamer to the Doom Buggy. Fellas down there, y'all know how it is. Everybody and their mama is trying to convince you that if she dated one millionaire, she got millionaires the rest of her damn life. That's literally not what it is. That's Instagram, man. That ain't reality. You know the life cycle. You know the damn curve. Young Miami is available. If you are a man listening to me right now, if you making $250 a year, you can get at Young Miami. Remember, don't let her fool you. She has to gauge by the damn competition. Who's competing for that? Fellas, who is competing to have Brittany Renner? What? Who's competing to have Young Miami? Who's your competition for her? For the fellas who live in those cities and live in those places. You see the men who would actually be the damn competition. Who's competing? Percy Earl and Willie James pension is the only thing on deck. Who is competing to get Young Miami on their yacht? With a couple of day passes for the kids. Who's competing to get Lala on their yacht? Who's competing to get Tiana Taylor on it? Usher come through because they know it's a bunch of sycophantic fans on Instagram who'll watch the video. Then he's going back to Vegas so he can do some more singing, but he's not trying to take her nowhere. Who's trying to do that? I'm just the guy laid it out there for y'all. Keke Palmer, come on now. You see the nigga she with? Damn! No offense, Darius Jackson, but it's a whole bunch of dudes listening to me right now during this program. You got a whole lot more than Darius Jackson does. There's a bunch of you fellas listening to me right now. You sitting on more paper and more resources and more game and more accomplishments than Darius Jackson is. How you gonna tell me you not in the running for Keke Palmer and you looking at the nigga she got pregnant by? Fellas, do some math here. Do some math. Yes. You fellas talk to me right now. Listen to me right now. You could get at Keke Palmer. If you making $250 or more a year, you could get at Keke Palmer. You could get at Keke Palmer. Yes, you could. Yes, you could. You could get at Keke. You could get at Tiana Taylor. You could get at Lala Anthony. In a minute, I think you're going to be able to get at Cardi B.
Auntie, chill.
You could get it Stacey Dash. If you a nigga pushing 300,000, you can damn sure get Nicole Murphy. I bumped it up just a little bit because you're going to have to undo that Eddie Murphy money for a minute. Nigga, if you got drinks at the Ocean Club, you can give Vivica Fox. If you got drinks at the Ocean Club and your AAA is paid up, you can give Vivica Fox. That's low money. Tina Knowles, don't even get me started there. Don't even get me started there. Somebody said Fannie Willis, but it's true. I'm sure there's a bunch of you fellas in here making more money than Nathan Wade is making.
Nigga, please.
I'm sure there's a bunch. Hell, she was dating a damn DJ before she got with him. I already covered that. DJ Funky Finger or whatever the hell his name was. He was laying up with the damn DA. She was dating a damn DJ. Fellas, come on now. Where's Keisha Bottoms tonight? Oh, man, I'm blowing the cover off of every damn thing. Keisha Bottoms, for you fellas who like to adventure, Pamela Anderson. Hell, anything that was on Baywatch. If you live in California and you making $300,000 a year, you could bag anything that was on Baywatch. My dude, come on now. If you making $300,000 a year and you live in California, you could bag the cast of Baywatch. One of them was what? Working on a damn ice cream truck. The other one, there's one of them that's literally homeless. Damn. Remember? Oh, I'm hurting feelings here tonight. Cold, lonely winter. We got to update them files. Some of my Kevin Samuels fans tonight, they're gonna be like, "Well, Jason, can you go ahead and link that up? I'm gonna throw you a little bone. I'm gonna throw you a little bone tonight. I'm gonna throw that to you right quick." My Kevin Samuels fans tonight, I'm throwing you a little bit of a bone right now. It's wintertime. Throwing you a little bone. Y'all don't want me to go over this damn list? Most of the chicks who were in them Ice Cube movies. Damn! Come on now. Oh, you don't want me to... Friday, Players Club. Most of them are available. Come on. You don't want me to go here. Fellas, it's a cold ass season outside right now. You don't want me to go here. To my folks who live in California, live in Hollywood, live in LA, you know what it's like in the entertainment game. You know what the hell going on. You know it's a whole bunch of them. Who was Miss what's her name? She's supposed to be the fine teacher who was in the film or whatever. She available. Is that Bye Felicia? Name who ain't available. Name who's not available. Shout out for Vincia Felicia. Yeah, we covered this on Patreon. We done did this before. But by the way, fellas, who ain't? Mrs. Parker. She's not available? Are you sure? Think about it for a few moments. Come on now. Oh, they ain't gonna like this. Fellas. You know she's only 73. Damn! Nah, some of you niggas who still be running around talking about these chicks is fine no matter what. By the way, she's 73. She's available. She's 73 and available. Oh, they ain't liking this. Y'all don't want me to go ahead and run through the real damn math. You don't want me to do that. She got 48,000 followers on Instagram. Miss Bradley is available, y'all. Jason, did you have to go there? I had to go there. I had to go there. Yes, I said that. So those of you, if you've been holding out for Miss Parker's still available. Jason, you ain't supposed to say that. Okay, I did. Yes, Kathleen Bradley. Yes, Cassandra. I already said her name. You ain't listening. Kathleen Bradley, she there. All right. Come on. Some folks may try to dispute that. I would advise you otherwise. Just saying. But we ain't gonna get into that. By the way, to anybody who would try to dispute me, take a look at her Instagram following and then take a look at his. Damn! Oh, you don't want me to go there with it. All right. Ready for me to let that go? Let me let that go before I get in any real trouble, by the way. Let me let that go before I get in any real trouble. Let me just go ahead and stop right there before it's already, let them have a little happy Christmas here for a minute. You don't want me messing up the whole damn Christmas holiday. You don't want me to do that. You don't really want that. Come on now, let them folks sit up here and, do their thing. Somebody in the chat room said Lisa Nicole Carson, she's only 55 years old. And she from Brooklyn, New York.
Auntie, chill.
Oh, hell. Okay. If you can deal with the bipolar, if you can handle the bipolar, so I recommend you just tiptoe through. But if you can deal with the bipolar, by the way, she's only 55. She's from New York. My fellows who live up there in New York, okay, you know how this go. You know what the income coming in got to be to get that. You already know what the threshold is for that. So I'm going to leave that alone. I'm going to just go ahead and leave that alone. What I'm saying is today you don't have to be a millionaire for that, man. You don't. You don't have to be a millionaire for that. You really don't. Dudes are out here, their job is to get you to overpay and overbid. That's their job, is to get you to overpay and overbid. And if you go ahead and do that, that's up to you. That's up to you if you want to do that. Somebody said Naomi Campbell, same thing. Same thing. We can go down the list. They all trying to figure out how to get you to overpay and everything else. All them chicks who are on those sitcoms and everything. Dude, if you making over $250 a year, you're in the running. If you live in one of those cities and you're making over $250 a year, you're single with no kids and you making over $250 a year, you are in the running. You're in it. They're not going to tell you that, but you in it. You in it. Some of them going to try to hold out and hold in there a little strong, but you in it. Somebody said they're looking for Vita Guerra in the discount bin. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, Vita is 50 years old now. Damn! Oh, that went by in a flash, didn't it? Oh, that went by quick. Okay, so if you're looking for a Cuban concubine, Vita is 50. Somebody looking for a Cuban concubine there. Vita is 50. Look like she's been to the plastic surgeon, so it's you got to pay for that upkeep. You're going to have to pay for that upkeep. So that's the part you're going to have to pay for. That's the part that will cost you, is being able to pay for that upkeep. But if you can continue financing that, you can do that. So, yeah, if you're looking for that, Vita out there somewhere. Bria Miles, she's 40 years old now. I don't think she's I think she's still hot, going a little bit higher. You're going to have to give her another year or two. You're going to have to give her another year or two for that, that Joe Budden effect to wear off. You're going to have to give that another year or two. But I promise you, there's already some white men who've already rolled the wheels and whatnot, but they're going to hang in there as long as they can. My point is, people, I want you to understand, it's cold out there. It's lonely. It's gotten bad. It's already bad. There's a bunch of fellas listening to me right now. You are in the running, in case you didn't even know it right there. You are in the running for it. It's a whole bunch of them. Bernice, you're going to have to pay a little bit more because she's still hanging in there a little bit. So might have to have you wait up a little bit more than that. But dude, fellas, it's all about you right now. It's all about you right now. If your act is together, it's not as difficult as you might tell yourselves. Hey, I didn't say they had a future. I didn't say that. Yeah, they in menopause. Hell, they ain't menopause. They in menostop. Damn. So you ain't got to worry about getting them pregnant or nothing like that. They are in menostop. That is it. You tap that uterus, all you're going to hear is an echo. Yeah, my dude, tapping that uterus is like tapping an empty 55-gallon drum. That's all you're going to hear. Clang, 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 clang. Ain't nothing going on up in there. The shop is closed. It is completely closed. Hey, at least you know what you're getting into. At least you know what you're getting into. So you will not have any undue expectations. You will not have any undue expectations. So no, dude, it's fellas, all I can say is my dudes up there in New York, they're naming other names up there right now. Anybody who ended up on VH1 for 5 minutes, Delicious, and the rest of them, man, they're looking to get in where they fit in. They looking to get in with it. Doc Spencer, really? Really, Doc Spencer, really? Doc Spencer said, I can finally get Pam Grier. Bruh, you done waited 54 years. She's 75. She's 75. What you got in mind is elder abuse.
Nigga, please.
This Negro wants to commit some straight elder abuse. Dude, she is 75. What do you have in mind? Please enlighten us real quick. Okay, she's 75 years old. Exactly what is it you have in mind? What is it exactly you thinking about doing? Clearly, he has not seen her recently. He's still looking at movies from the 70s. I'm like, dude, what do you think is about to occur? The only thing you can do for her is drive her to her appointments. Don said he wants her inheritance. Yeah, fellas, I mean, the only thing y'all can do for her, man, is, oh, boys, be her living caretaker. That's about all you can do. Is 75. I don't know what you think about to happen, but we've come a long damn way since the 70s. We're a long way away. So, fellas, ladies, tonight was an update broadcast, so we can go back over some of these things. It's going about as well as you could expect it to go. Fellas, you would be surprised some of what's available out here. I don't know. In my opinion, Janet Jackson is still in the running. What? And you don't have to be the sheikh from Dubai no more. You do have to be a nigga who can keep his mouth shut. Janet Jackson, I believe she's still available, but you got to be a nigga that can keep his mouth shut. You can't be a fella up here, can't keep your damn mouth closed. It can't be, no. It's a fella who talk and tell, you can't do that. Paula Abdul is 62 years old, so if you missed it back in the 90s, you might be able to make another spin around the block. You might be able to spin that block. I don't want to give folks false hope, though. I don't want to do that. I don't want to give them false hope. I don't want to do that. But anything that you were looking at back in the 90s and the early 2000s, most of it's available for the fellas who got their act together. These women got out here. There's a few suckers who got took or gonna let themselves get took. Don't overpay. But if you've been waiting for some of you fellas here just rummaging through the discount bin, some of you fellas are like, man, let me get through the discount bin right quick. You might just get your turn. Somebody said, how old is Megan Good? Look, if she's willing to run around with Jonathan Majors, all right, she went from a personal trainer to Jonathan Majors. It's like, okay, she can't get her nigga whose money's straight right now. She don't qualify for any nigga whose money is free and clear right now. Her whole dating life is speculation. Her whole dating life is speculation. By the way, anybody checked on Lori Harvey lately? By the way, has anyone checked on Lori Harvey lately? Anybody heard from Lori lately? Went from Diddy to Michael B. Jordan to Damson Idris to a milk carton. Anybody heard from Lori Harvey lately? Oh, Jason, you just being evil tonight. Okay. By the way, Lori is 27 now. Lori is 27 now. Okay. By the way, anybody heard from Lori? You used to hear about who she was running around with. Ever since Diddy got took up, it's like, oh boy, you ain't hearing nothing. Okay. No prospects, no nothing, y'all. That's it. She went from damson to damn girl. You trying to tell me what's going on? You trying to tell me what's happening right now? And I'm showing it to you, fellas. You don't have to be a millionaire anymore. You making $250, you in shape. Hell, a damn Lincoln Navigator costs $100,000 now. So cars that cost $100,000, believe it or not, the landscape has changed. You're going to have to move up to $200,000 if you really want to light the world on fire. But by the way, just to let you know what your options really are and what's really available and what's really out there, and they sitting there. Fellas, what I'm saying is that it's stupid for you to be sitting there and let me go ahead and sit and wait. They sitting there waiting on you, man. See, it sounds strange if you don't live in those places. To my people who live in Los Angeles, y'all know y'all see celebrities all the damn time. My folks who live in New York, y'all see celebrities all the damn time. Miami, y'all see celebrities all the damn time. Atlanta, you see celebrities all the damn time, man. It's folks who don't live in places like that it's a little bit more special to them. But by the way, you see washed up celebrities all the damn time in these places. They actually responded and talking on Twitter. It's not as sweet as you might think it is. It's not so great. I'm just telling you. That discount bin is bigger than it's ever been. It's bigger than it's ever been. Y'all keep talking about where is Lisa Bonet? Why do y'all keep doing that? Why do y'all keep asking about Lisa? You don't really want that. Jason Momoa got dibs on that. I don't care if they're not legally married no more. Jason got dibs on that, man. That's what that is. It don't matter what you think they status is, Jason got that. So anytime Jason knock on the door, she gonna answer. So he's the only one who gets the nostalgia sex. It's just, what you gonna do about Jason Momoa? What you gonna do about that? How you gonna move Jason Momoa? How you gonna move him? I mean, that's ex-husband, but anytime he want to come by and see the kids, dude, you think you gonna pop up in the DMs and she gonna give you a shot? Okay. No, you ain't moving that. Chris, did you say Leslie Jones?
Nigga, please.
I'm gonna have to go ahead and wrap this up. This dude said Leslie Jones. Nigga, if you can't get that, the problem is you. If you cannot get Leslie Jones, the problem is you. You talking about Leslie Jones? Was City Bay not available? Where Leslie Jones at? All right. Well, Brittany Griner didn't respond to your DMs? Is that what happened? Brittany Griner would not respond to your DM. Damn, I'm Brittany stuck up. Where's Leslie Jones at? Fellas, get your weight up, not your hate up. The landscape has changed. It's different out here. I know some of you are not thrilled with some of the prospects, but man, I'm like, sit back and feel the breeze. Have your money together, have your life together, have your damn act together. You would be surprised what's sitting out here. For my folks on Patreon, you know I give you the inside track on that over there. We ain't gonna do that on YouTube. We do that over there on Patreon. Because niggas don't respect it and they don't appreciate it. So we'll do this over there. Dude, come on now. Come on. As long as your grind's right and the money is straight and everything, and it's not gonna be a rickety ass situation, man. They're looking for somebody that got their act together. Yeah, they want to date a hot celebrity. They all gone. They got to get in where they fit in. They got to get in where they fit in. So to my folks who live in them areas and live in those places and whatnot, fellas, there's never been a better time. There's never been more options. There's never been more available. It's never been more wide open than it is right now for the ladies. Ladies, I'm not going to say you don't have options because you do. I'm not going to say you don't have options, ladies, because you do. And don't let nobody tell you what you can't get. You can get the little screwed off dude. You can get the little short fella. You can go get the fella who worked for the city. You can go get the fella who's retired from the Department of Sanitation. You can go ahead and get the fella with the 3 kids by the other chick over there who works at IBM. You can get in where you fit in. You can go get that lawyer in Atlanta. He's got a side chick position open. You can go get a pension pimp. Plenty of them running around out here. You can go get one of them. Folks are going to mistake him for your dad. Damn! But, I mean, there's plenty of them available. Let me not say plenty. That's what you can get. You can get that. That's what you can get. You can get the fella who had a rehab. He's trying to get that drug habit under control. You can get him. That's available. That one's available. Oh yeah, you can also get the fella who's driving the Porsche or the fella who's driving the G-Wagon. You can get him to the fella pushing the Maybach. You can get him too. You can't get monogamy. That's no, not that. You don't get that. Furthermore, can you handle that? Just be honest with yourself. Are you even prepared to handle that? You're asking for something you're not even ready for. But for the fellas you really want, you can get them too. You can get them for the weekend. You can get them for the night. You can get them in Dubai. You can get them in Aspen for the weekend. So for the fellas you really want, you can get them for the weekend. So, ladies, you can get the man you're looking for. You can get him for the weekend. If you got what you're looking for. Other than that, ladies, like I say, he's 5'3", but he's honest. Jason, why you saying that? I'm not putting down my fellas. I'm not putting them down. I ain't saying that. What I am saying is you better damn well be humble because y'all are pissed off a lot of the 5'3" fellas, and just understand they're not going to be nearly as nice as you thought they were going to be when you finally spin the block and come talk to them, because niggas know when you feel some kind of way about being with a dude you got to look down at. Damn! Oh, y'all been acting a fool on them. Y'all been acting a fool. Ain't that something there, baby? You've been acting a fool on them fellas all this damn time. Now you can't wear heels around him because that reminds him of how much he hates you. Oh, that's going to remind him of how much he hates you. As soon as you put some damn heels on, he's like, you dirty, no good, I'm a nasty wank. Oh, boy. But he's still waiting. He's still waiting. So for the ladies out there, by the way, he's still waiting on you. Now, he's going to be a little surly and a little hostile when you get there, but he's still waiting. He's still waiting for you to bring him. He's still waiting to make a commitment to them leftovers.
And deal with it, nigga.
He's still waiting to overpay. He is willing to make you the prize. I need you to ball out on that Department of Water and Sewerage pension check he getting. You're going to have to. Don't worry. He got his benefits. You got that. So can't wait for you to get on social media and brag about it. Fellas, that's when you know the ladies are not really thrilled about you when they get on social. A woman is not happy if she can't brag about her man on social media. A woman is head over heels for you when she bragging about you. Like you and what you do. Okay, then she's tumbling. She's spinning. She gonna go crazy. You ever try to move out, she gonna go crazy. Rest of y'all, she like, yeah, just, she ain't got nothing to say. Oh, yeah, he a good dude. Hey, what them Packers doing? Y'all saw Jennifer Lopez with Ben Affleck. Y'all saw Keke Palmer with Darius. When a chick is digging you for real, just that's what she doing. She is demanding to do that. And if she's not, she like, oh, hell. Oh, what they say, Jason Black is gone tonight. His alter ego has shown up. Petty Pendergrass. Petty Riley. Petty McFly. But I'm telling the truth. So, ladies, like I said, it's available. You can get that dude you've been waiting on. You can get him. It's not gonna be brag worthy. You can forget that. Oh, one more thing about why it's lonely. Why it's lonely here is because somebody was talking about the pension pimping there. Here's the issue. If you're a female and you try to go get with Willie James, Willie James still got his FUBU sweater. You trying to get with Willie James. He's that dude I saw at the damn gas station there. He's driving a car that's... Y'all gotta understand, old niggas don't spend no money. What? Let me go ahead and explain the business right here for just a few moments here. Let me tell you why women are upset today. Because old niggas don't spend no money. They don't. There's the issue. Young men spend money. Single men with options spend money. Niggas on fixed incomes don't spend no money. They don't. Yeah, they got the 10-year-old cat. Everything got to be paid for. He got a yard full of paid off car. Everything got to be paid for. That nigga will get offended. You talk about going to a new car dealership. He gonna be like, nigga, please. I'm gonna hold a contest for somebody to give me a ho please drop with an attitude. By the way, that's one more thing. I think I'm gonna hold a contest. I received one, by the way, to C's. I had seen that in my email. Fella named C's has sent me the nigga what?
Nigga what?
But you clipped yourself there for one, and I want someone with a little more attitude on this. So no disrespect, C's. Thank you very much for that. You might want to look into that. I think I might have a contest because I want to have a few more drops done. But ho, please, nigga, what? I might have to see if I can hold a contest to see if I can get folks who can give me the best nigga what and who can give me the best ho, please. But ladies, y'all know it's the damn truth. This is why women, if they get with, y'all, the pension pimping don't do right. When you get a certain age, when you get Lala Anthony's age, you need to be talking to a fella who's 15 years older than you. Problem, Mr. 15 years older than you is not trying to finance no Bentley. He's not trying to finance a Maybach. He's not trying to finance an S-Class. That nigga goes straight to the Cadillac dealership. He goes and gets the ones that still had the names, Seville and El Dorado, Fleetwood. He's at the Cadillac dealership. He don't want nothing over $20,000. And he damn sure don't want nothing with a note. This nigga is not gonna pay a car note for nothing. Ain't gonna do it. You trying to spend all my damn money. Oh, he ain't trying to have it. Oh, the ladies are upset tonight. Y'all know it's the damn truth. A bunch of y'all sat up here. You was dating Willie James. You got with Willie James, and all you found out was he paid the rent, and that was it. He's not looking to pay. He worked for 30 damn years to get to a point where he owns the house, he owns the car. Baby, you spending your life talking about spending his money. He been spending his whole damn life dreaming about he ain't got to pay no more notes. That last car he paid off, that was the last note he ever wants to see in his life. He didn't know that he was never going to get there. He don't never want to see another car note so long as he lives. Ain't gonna have it. When you got them old niggas who get out there and try to figure out how to work on their cars, he would rather go buy a tool. He would rather go buy a $2,000 tool set than go buy a new car. And you think you gonna press him for one. Baby, that's it. Y'all's relationship is in jeopardy. Your relationship is in jeopardy. A whole bunch of folks is like, damn, Jason, you read my life. Old niggas don't buy new cars. They don't do that. Baby, I hope you ain't sitting around waiting on that Mercedes to show up. It ain't happening. Niggas didn't work for 30 damn years to get that pension check so he can start paying more notes. That is, everything got to fit on that credit card. And it has to be able to be paid off in 1 month. He ain't hearing nothing else. Nothing. And you think he's gonna finance 2 cars?
Nigga, please.
Baby, he ain't trying to finance one for himself. He's gonna get that old Cadillac CTS, not even the CT6, the CTS. He gonna go get that one. Oh, what was that? The Escalade ESV? Remember the one that was built like the truck? That Escalade pickup truck that was built on the Chevy Avalanche chassis. He gonna go get one of them. Somebody said with the North Star engine. That nigga gonna go get the last Lincoln Town car. He's gonna go buy the last used Lincoln Town car with the lowest mileage. It's got like 157,000 miles, but he gonna go get the last Lincoln Town car they got for sale on Auto Trader. Whichever one got the lowest miles, he gonna go for that one. Oh, y'all women get so pissed off when that happens. He can see it in your eyes when you told him you were gonna buy. He told you that he was gonna buy you a new car. Baby, new means the most affordable used one that does not make him feel emotionally uncomfortable. You gonna get the best used car he can get. You gonna get that one. You can get that Toyota Avalon. You can get that. Oh, remember the Hyundai Equus? Before they made it into the Genesis, the Equus. Or you can get a Hyundai Genesis. You can't get the current Genesis, but back when Genesis was a nameplate under, you can get one of them. You can get one of them. Oh, you can get an Acura. You can get an Acura all day. You can go ahead and get an Acura. You can get that Acura MDX. He'll take a look at it because he knows he can talk the salesman down to like $12,000, but you can get that one. She's sitting over there looking at that Range Rover with lust in her eyes. Oh, I'm hurting some feelings tonight before the year is over. I just wanted to let you know. Happy holidays, bastard. She's looking at that Range Rover with lust in her eyes. She's telling herself, you know what? How about if I put down some of the down payment on the nigga? You think you can swing that thing? Baby, you ain't got enough sex in that middle-aged body to be able to get that Range Rover off that lot. This old boy's looking at you like you crazy. He's like, baby, that's $100,000. $100,000. Ladies, do y'all think about that for a few moments? Do you know what $100,000 sounds like to a man on a fixed income?
Auntie, chill.
I'm hurting feelings tonight. Yo, granddaddy didn't want to do that. Y'all remember, you go with your granddaddy and your grandmama. He wasn't buying new cars in his 50s and 60s. She had to roll that damn thing he bought her in her 40s till it fell apart, till the wheels cracked off of it. Ladies, have you ever thought about how you sound telling a man he needs to spend on a fixed income to spend $100,000 on a car? Think about that for a few moments. Yeah, that's why they can't brag about it. That's why they go looking for a young nigga. Because a young dude or a single dude with his money straight, he'll spend $300,000 on a car. An old nigga ain't gonna do that. Lala Anthony knows ain't nobody coming to do that. She gonna have to go talk to somebody in his 50s or his 60s. Ain't that right? Kim Kardashian. She knows full damn well the next Rolls Royce she gets, she gonna have to finance. She's 44, so she gonna have to go talk to a dude who's 60. Ain't no 60-year-old fella trying to figure out how to buy her another Rolls Royce or a Maybach. That's a $200,000 SUV, especially if you get the two-tone version. I was sitting there at the damn dealership when they were talking about the Maybach GLS. I'm sitting at the damn dealership. Oh, let me tell you, they don't shade a nickel on nothing. Everything that they say is calibrated to run your ass off. They don't care if they only sell 3 of them damn things. They're not shading nothing. Anything. They proud of their little prices. Okay, you go get a fella on a fixed income talking about you need to get the 2025 Escalade because it has the wireless Android and the wireless Apple CarPlay and the 36-inch. Well, actually, the whole dashboard is the LED screen now. And it's got the freezer built into the center console. This is a whole different world of luxury. That man is sitting up there looking at you like you ain't did nothing but cuss him out the whole damn time. You might as well have been sitting there, you mother bastard nigga. Oh, baby, this would be nice. The salesman slaps that damn number down in front of him. He's looking at that sheet of paper like it's a death sentence. He looking at the paper, he looking at you, he looking at the paper, he looking at you. He's telling himself, it'd be cheaper to divorce your ass. It would be cheaper to break up with you. Ladies, you ain't got bargaining power like that with a nigga on a fixed income. He's in his 50s and 60s. Oh, no. You have no bargaining power. That's the first thing he'll let you go buy your own. Oh, I'm sorry, if you don't pay it off, he gonna be wrapped up in it too. Okay. Bet you he wishing he was still dating you. Ladies, I had to blow the roof off of it. I know a bunch of y'all gonna be mad. All these other folk online, nobody talks about the reality of these things because they don't actually deal with it. Fellas ain't trying to figure out how to do that. We know you've been dreaming about it. Your heart is set on it. Your heart is aflutter. A nigga on a fixed income is not trying to figure out how he gonna finance that G-Wagon you've been dreaming of since you were 13 years old. And the only problem is you hating on me because I know it. I know that there is no competition in the 45 to 65-year-old 45 to dead range of men trying to figure out how to especially if he's in his 60s or older, he's retired. Oh, there isn't a retired nigga in the world who's trying to figure out how to take on a note. He wants everything to be paid for in cash, to be paid for in full. He ain't styling. He ain't profiling. They the most penny pinchingest niggas you ever met in your life. They don't give no money to the grandkids.
What?
They don't buy Christmas presents. They buy little old cheap stuff. They don't give no money to the grandkids. They don't purchase. They don't spend nothing. He is proud. He is proud to take a look at his little old bank account and see he ain't spent nothing. Or should I say, he's got his budget that he's going to spend for the month. He has a budget that he's going to spend, and he don't want nothing else intruding on that. So if his budget is to spend $4,000 a month, how the hell you going to squeeze another $1,000 in there? Or if you want to go buy that damn BMW X7 you've been dreaming about all this damn time, that's going to be another $2,000 a month. Baby, his budget is $4,000 a month. How you going to squeeze another $2,000 in there with insurance? How exactly are you going to squeeze it in there? You sitting there thinking this is a negotiation. Well, you know, we can talk about it. This nigga like, ain't nothing to talk about. Ma'am, there's not enough, Belize gal, there ain't enough sex tricks in the world to pull that off, baby. You thinking like a young gal.
And deal with it.
Y'all, she got to thinking like a young gal just that quickly. Baby, that's a young gal strategy. You 44, 45 years old trying to negotiate a $100,000 car with some sex that you've been giving him for the last 10, 15 years? Baby, come on now. Ladies, your butt cheeks are not an appreciating asset. I know you need that to be true. I know you need that to be the reality. Ladies, that's not the reality. Let me explain to you how we as men think. I explained this to you before. Some of y'all wasn't listening. Let me remind you one more time. As men, baby, we count, after a little while, we know every damn dimple. We know every dimple. We know every divot. We know every mole. We could draw you with our eyes closed. We could identify you by a single body part. Please understand that. After we've been behind closed doors with you, if you've been that chick, baby, we can tell you, we can recognize if that's your damn pinky toe. We done seen the bastard, so we know if that's your ankle. We might not remember your birthday, but we remember them butt cheeks. Damn! Yes, ma'am, we might not remember your birthday, but we can remember them moles. We can remember them butt cheeks. We remember that. After a while, we've memorized everything. We know every nook, every cranny, every crack, every crevice. We can tell you if that's your navel. They can show us a damn lineup of 100 navels. We can spot yours. And I'm not talking about your navel with your whole abdomen showing. I'm talking about if they just close up of just your navel, just the rings. Just the rings, that little old spiraling open pit mine you call a navel. We can recognize yours, baby. He been grabbing it now for the last 4-5 years. We can recognize all of it. There are no mysteries. There's nothing new to see. We just let you think that, baby. We can recognize every divot, every mark. There's no mystery left. We know every centimeter of your body. We can recognize your specific stretch marks. Damn! We can recognize yours. Another chick couldn't sneak in the bed with us. We know your stretch marks. You start getting older. I know them crow's feet anywhere. We recognize all of that. Now, if you're getting a little bit bigger, your arms start flapping. It's like, oh, I know that flap. Oh, the ladies don't want to hear this. Ladies, we recognize that. It's like, oh, I recognize that high by arm. I recognize that under the arm flat right there. I know who that is. Man, we know everything after a certain point. Everything. We know your body temperature.
What?
Ma'am, we know your body temperature. There's literally nothing that we don't know. Ladies are surprised about that. Really? Yes. You may be warmer or cooler than every other female out there. We know your body temperature, especially a man who got options. And yeah, you don't feel like the rest of them. Your body temperature, the smoothness of your skin, we done seen it all. Ken said I'm telling them too much. Ken said I'm saying too much, but it's true. But it's true. So this idea that you wouldn't think that we would be thrilled our 10th year wearing a pair of shoes or our 10th year with a car, but 10th year with the same butt cheeks, he's just as thrilled. Okay, you need that to be a reality, but it's like, okay, that's not the way that works. Well, if I triple size it, ma'am, I mean, think about that for a few moments. If it's already been a buffet already, how do you supersize something he's already getting? Ladies, I need y'all to exercise some critical thinking skills. How do you supersize something how do you supersize a buffet that a man's already getting? Like, if he's already got unlimited sexual access to you, how do you supersize unlimited? You think you're gonna start rationing it out and cutting back? You think that's gonna work? So, ladies, I know every answer for everyone is let's see if there's new sex trick out here. It's like there's not an infinite number of them. So just explain to us real quickly here exactly how are you going to make that happen? Exactly how are you going to supersize a buffet that he's already receiving? Oh, well, he's forgotten how good it was since last night. Really? No, ma'am. If you going to get that damn thing, you going to have to earn it. You're going to have to get it legit, and you going to have to earn it. I'm not saying you can't necessarily get it, but you won't. But if you do, you're going to have to earn it. So I don't know. You might have to take some carpentry classes or something. But it's going to have to be a value-added proposition. I don't know, baby. You might want to start training for the freak-off.
What?
Oh, man, I'm upsetting some feelings tonight. Oh, it's a bunch of women going to be mad now. You might want to start limbering up and get you an Olympic coach so you can start training for the freak-off. Yeah, that regular stuff y'all been doing, that's not going to get it. You might want to start training for the freak-off. You might want to start getting that ready. You might want to figure out if you can take it to the next level. Yeah, because what you thinking about is just, we've been there and done that. You're going to have to learn some of that stuff you said you would never do. You're going to probably have to become flexible on some of that. Yeah, you're going to have to become flexible on some of that. Because when we've been taking a look at the same body for a damn decade, and now you telling us when we met you, okay, I paid off that funky little old $45,000 Mercedes C-Class you were driving. Now she's like, great, let's go ahead and bump this up to the S-Class. Whoa, hold on. Okay, that's a whole lot more than we've been doing. I've been with you longer. Baby, you think that's a value added? Here, grab these same old dimple butt cheeks you've been grabbing. Baby, you making fun of Kim Kardashian after 10 years. I'm quiet as kept. You think it's better over here on my side? But I've always wanted that Range Rover. I've always wanted to go to Mars. I can't get that neither. So I'm just saying here, ladies, I know it seems simple. It seems easy. Y'all better talk to these old heifers at the church. Y'all don't see a bunch of new cars. The older women at the church ain't buying no new cars. That ain't happening. That is it. That is it, man. It ain't happening, dude. I know y'all fantasizing about it, but it's not really happening. I know I'm hurting some feelings, but I want you to go in the new year with some reasonable, logical, sensible expectations. I know I told you, but Jason, you said, yeah, I know what I said. You said if we get middle-aged, get us an older man. Well, that's what's going to be available to you. But by the way, that comes with an asterisk. The Tom Joyner cruise, that nigga been waiting. Now, I will say that one. The Tom Joyner cruise, and you can only take one a year. You ain't taking no 3 or 4. You taking one. You're taking one cruise. That's it. Because his old ass knees can't really walk around that shit like that no more. But you get one cruise a year, he'll go for that. But a cruise and a car? Oh, he's going to be like, oh, please. She wants a cruise and a car. He going around and talk to all his old nigga friends to tell him, man, you won't believe what this heifer just said. What'd she say there, Willie Earl? Man, Johnny James, she said, she want me to get her a new car. That's okay, bro. You can get her a 2018 BMW. You can get a 2018 Hyundai. You know, you can get that Kia you can get a 2020 Kia Optima for less than $10,000. No, Johnny. No, Johnny Ray, she said new. Yeah, I told you can get a 2020 Kia. Nigga, I said new. I mean, she mean new. New. Niggas sound like Mark and Mindy at each other. New. All over the barbershop. New, nigga. She means new. Like ain't nobody ever owned it before. New. Man, she crazy. Don't she know you want a 15 girl? You know full damn well there is nobody at the barbershop, there's nobody co-signing that for you. Nobody. There's no one putting pressure on him, telling him that he needs to do that. No one. Zero. Nobody, there's no one in his social circle, everybody in his family, everybody in his social circle, all his friends, all his relations, everybody just turned against you. All of them gonna be like, why do you need that? I've been waiting all my life. All my life I had to fight. Ain't nobody advocating for it. Nobody's arguing. Nobody's playing defense attorney. No one's trying to figure out the finance, and everybody's telling you, yeah, that's a bit much. So I just want you to know, ladies, he's out there. The man there's a man you can get out there. He is out there. But there's a catch. Ain't that right, Lala? Ain't that right, Kim? Ain't that right, Tiana? Ain't that right, all the others? Ain't that right? It's going to be a long, cold, lonely winter. And we will be back to check in with them all from time to time to see if things got any warmer or if it just turned into the storm of the century. In the meantime here, I want to thank everyone, and I do mean everybody, who has contributed to tonight's program on PayPal, Super Chat, Venmo. My man, Mr. Burke, over on Venmo. Thank you very much for your support. We appreciate that. DJ Sega has gave out some memberships here tonight. The gift that keeps on giving. We appreciate that there. Ivy the Great, Tom Slick, Sir Shy, Chris B, E.L. Smith, everybody else here who's contributed to tonight's program. Thank you very much for your support here as well. I do tonight's program as a public service. I'm doing it as a public service. I want you all to be able to put these things into practice. I want you to not just know them, but put them into practice and be aware. I want you to have the life that you're looking for. I wanted you all to know, hey, to the fellas, remember that old washed up celebrity you was thinking about years ago? Hey, Russell Wilson shouldn't have all the fun, should he?
And deal with it, nigga.
Why should Russell Wilson have all the fun? Hey, if Russell Wilson can go to the discount bin and go grab one, I'm just letting you fellas know there's one out there. Might not be Ciara. You might have to go look for one of the backup singers or something like that. There's somebody whose career really fell all the way off. Ciara's career didn't fall all the way off, so she could hang on a little bit better. But there's some others out there, their careers kind of fell off. Hey, they're available. And to the ladies, be as picky as you wish to be. By all means, be as picky as you wish to be. Just remember, something got to give. Somebody said, how is Lark Voorhees doing these days? Boy, I'm setting off some. After this video is done, in the comment section, I want you all to name the ones that you think they washed up and finally available. On the ones in the discount bin that you think, you know what, you ain't got to be a celebrity to holler. You don't have to be a celebrity to holler. Somebody says, sweetie. In the comments section, once the video is posted here, which is going up immediately, there's not going to be any delay tonight. You all can sound off in the comments section about who you all think are the females who they've depreciated enough that you don't have to be a celebrity anymore. B1 Media's lifesaver said Lotto. Damn! You said Lotto. By the way, very interesting you should say that. Very interesting that you should say that. Let me go back here and look. Yeah, I meant to touch on this before. Go ahead and take a look at your screens there, by the way. Remember that picture of Lala and her friends? This was the second screen. Who is this?
What?
By the way, who is this with the orange hair? By the way, now you know who that is. Who is that with the orange hair? Interesting. They hanging out. They hanging around. Oh boy, who is this back here? Oh, somebody else came stumbling through. Who is this back here? Yes, sir. All righty then. All righty. Just thought I'd tell you, by the way, is they getting washed up sooner and sooner. They getting washed up sooner and sooner, fellas. So, fellas, get yourselves together. Get your act right. You never know, man, with the way things are going out here today. With the way it's going out here today, when I say the field is wide open, it's cold out here. And the field is wide open. We're going to go ahead and wrap things up here tonight. If you are new here to the business, welcome to the Definitive School of Power Dynamics. And you've gotten a taste of that tonight. Actionable, practical information that you can actually utilize and use. Click that red subscribe button. Click that yellow notification bell. Join us each and every time that we are here. If you haven't been to our Patreon, the link is in the description. I'm going to go a little bit deeper into this on my Patreon here tomorrow. 12 noon Central Time is when we kick it off. So you absolutely want to be a part of that as well. This is the forbidden information, the practical stuff here. No one can argue with it or say that I am wrong or incorrect. All they can really say is, damn, should you be using this knowledge in that way? You damn right. So the ladies and the gentlemen here, keep your eyes and ears open. I might have a few surprises coming up here sooner than you might think, by the way. In the meantime here, I want to thank all of you for tuning in to tonight's program, live or recorded. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and sharing. And this concludes tonight's broadcast of The Business. I am your host, your brother, your humble servant, Mr. Jason Black. And until next time, my brothers and my sisters from around the world, remember, handle your business or the winter will handle you.